Atlantic League champion York Revolution is on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Onto the track, it is gone! It's gone!
Revs Baseball on WOYK is brought to you by People's Bank, Wellspan Sports Medicine, Shipley Energy, Maple Donuts, Broadway Transmission, Flying Feet, Dasher Investment Services, York Mitsubishi, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Rudders, Pennsylvania Lottery, Neighborhood SureSave Markets, PSECU, Kona Ice, Smith, Mayer and Little, York County Bar Association, and by Downtown Inc.
Swinging a ground ball, rolled to short, Dead's got it, throws, it's over! And the York Revolution are 2017 Atlantic League champions!
Now with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution, Darrell Henry.
Good evening, everyone, from People's Bank Park here in downtown York. Welcome to game number 47 of York Revolution Baseball. Tonight, game 2 of the homestand. The Revs, I don't know what they do for an encore, but last night was a historic night offensively, a 19-3 win. Tonight, trying to make it 2 in a row against the Road Warriors. Hi again, everybody. Darrell Henry alongside Michael Mark Antonini. Welcome to a much more pleasant night for baseball. The heat wave last night, heat index was at 99 degrees when the game started. But really, that's the only thing that might have been unpleasant for the Revs. 19 runs on 20 hits, highest single-game totals since 2012. They had 4 home runs. And Michael, you will be chatting with Tyler Clark in our next segment, and his night was the biggest of all. Individually, that was a performance that will go down in Revs history.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to watch. Tyler, a guy who really has the stroke working right now at the plate since he decided to hit exclusively right-handed. Everything's clicking for him. The power numbers are there, and it's a feel-good story for Clark, a guy who was undrafted out of college, a small school in the Northeast area, and I believe New York, and also a guy who's been cut at a couple different levels, really didn't get a chance. Last year didn't play a lot for Lancaster, and this year he's become the everyday catcher, both offensively and defensively. He's been one of the most valuable players on this team, and it's really fun to watch.
Now, if you weren't with us last night, we've got the bombs queued up for you, beginning with Tyler Clark in the second inning with the bags packed. Pitch is swung on, belted deep, down the line, in left field. It is gone! Grand slam, home run! Tyler Clark with a moonshot over the foul pole and left. And the Revs jump in front, 5-1. Here in the bottom of the second, his 4th home run of the year, and it's a slam. And Travis Witherspoon immediately followed. It was the wind, the 3-2. And a swing at a well-hit ball, deep left center. Watch this one go. It is way out of here, deep into the playground in left center. Travis Witherspoon crushes his 4th of the season. And the Revs go back-to-back, a slam and a solo blast. And they lead it 6-1. Here in the bottom of the second, look out on that inflatable slide deep in left center. Witherspoon with a shot. And an inning later, incredibly, Tyler Clark again, 2 more runners on for him. 1-1. And he swings, drives one deep left center. Hibbert on the run. It is gone! Just left to the batter's eye in deep center field. Tyler Clark, a 3-run shot. And he has driven in 7 runs on 2 swings tonight. Are you kidding me? And the Revs lead it 10-1 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Have a night. Unbelievable performance, and Tyson Gillies getting into the home run act in the 6th inning.
Clark's now just 1 behind him. This is a shot out to deep right center field. Gillies puts a charge into this one, and that ball is not coming back. Tyson Gillies sprinting around the bases, the 4th homer of the night for the Revs, and they tack on in the bottom of the 6th a 2-run shot from Gillies out to right center field, no doubt about it. The center fielder, Matt Hibbert, stopped running after it. Right over the Turkey Hill sign in right center, out where a group of kids are hanging out. 4 homers on the night for the Revs, the second time they've done that this season. Tyson Gillies, welcome to Peoples Bank Park. His second hit of the night, his first homer as a Rev. And the Revs continue to pile on. It's now 12-3.
After all those home runs, Michael, did you remember the cannon that time?
No. I never do. And, earlier in the game yesterday, you tried to warn me and just still wasn't in time. I still was started. I just don't remember.
It's my fault. I was a little tardy on it. But hopefully the Revs can cue up that bad boy again a few times tonight. It'll be Mitch Atkins in Game 2 of this series. He makes the start for the Revs. Right-hander Michael Lee will go for the Road Warriors. Coming up in our next segment, Michael chats with Tyler Clark, who had that unbelievable performance last night. We'll hear from Mace, get his perspective on it as well. First pitch tonight set for 6:30 here in downtown York on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Daly Anstein is a personal injury law firm that specializes in auto and motorcycle accidents, workers' compensation, and personal injury cases. Anstein has been proudly protecting the injured in Central PA for more than 40 years and is proud to support the York Revolution. At Daly Anstein, consultations are always free, and there is no fee unless they win the case for you. To learn more about Dale E. Anstein, or if you're in need of representation, go to AnsteinLaw.com. That's ANSTINE law.com.
We are your auto loan experts. Hello, I'm Sue DeStefano, President and CEO of First Capital Federal Credit Union. With terms you can trust and competitive rates as low as 2.49% APR, First Capital is the first place to go when you're looking for an auto loan. At First Capital, you're a member, not just a number. You can apply for your loan online at firstcapitalfcu.com or stop by any of our branches. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
When your kids are bored, your garage is overflowing, and your patio furniture is on its last legs, you need Penn Dutch Structures. Our selection of Amish-crafted sheds, swing sets, gazebos, and outdoor furniture includes everything you need to play, relax, and entertain all year long. Shop our impressive selection of in-stock structures or work with our professionals to customize a made-to-order structure that meets all your needs. Visit Penn Dutch Structures on site at the markets at Shrewsbury, located off I-83 on the Susquehanna Trail. That's Penn Dutch Structures on site at the markets at Shrewsbury.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Michael Marcantonini back here on the pregame show with a guy who's becoming a regular guest on the program. I got Revs catcher Tyler Clark with me. Tyler, big night for you last night. The 2 bombs, grand slam and a 3-run homer, a season high for a Revs, 7 RBIs. Take me through those 2 bombs you hit.
Well, I mean, first at bat, 2-0. Just looking for something to drive, bases loaded. It's a big spot for me, and I just didn't try and do too much. Got a good pitch and took advantage of it. And that next one, I mean, again, same approach, not trying to do too much. Getting your pitch and taking advantage of it is the name of the game.
What did the guys say to you as you were rounding the bases coming into the dugout?
No, I don't think I got too many words. I got a lot of cups of water in the face. I got plenty of that. But no, guys are congratulating me, coming up big twice, helping this offense really come together. It was a big night for everybody, so it felt nice.
Third time up there, were you trying to put one out, or you trying to get home run number 3 at some point in the night?
Honestly, I didn't think I was going to get much of a pitch to hit, and it turned out that, they kind of pitched around me. So Yeah, no, number 3 was kind of on my mind, but no, just taking it easy.
Ever had a 2-home run game before?
Honestly, no. That was my first. That was a career game for me, so a big game.
How about a 7 RBI game or more? In that department, ever top that?
No, that's the same category. Never done before, and yeah, it feels good.
All right. Well, you doubled your RBI total on 2 swings last night, so that had to feel good.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, what can I say about that? You know, it was a stat game for everybody yesterday. I'm sure everybody kind of went up in the stat category.
So you're the 4th Rev ever to have 7 or more RBIs in a game. How does that feel?
Yeah, it feels nice to make a mark here in York Revolution history. Yeah, it feels good.
Well, you had Daryl and I going back into our media guide looking at past years to see records and all that stuff last night. But what's the vibe from the team after a win like that?
Oh, everybody's, smiling. Everybody's positive. Everybody's feeling pretty confident. We feel pretty good coming into today. In this homestand, it feels nice to be home doing this, But yeah, everybody's up. Their spirits are up. Confidence is up. So we're just going to take that into today's game.
At the same time, you have to look at not getting too complacent and things like that with that at the plate. So how do you guys keep up the momentum and keep up that energy that you had last night?
Yeah, it's just having fun, coming out here every day, competing every pitch, and trusting each other that we're going to make the plays and come up big when it needs to happen. It's just, again, having fun. And I mean, we're all clicking now, mid-season. Everybody's comfortable. And a game like that, it just helps.
So you're playing pretty much every day now, and every day behind the plate. You haven't had a lot of rest recently. 1, because you've earned it, and 2, because some injuries elsewhere. Luis has had to play a little first base. But I mean, how are you holding up back there? Any regular soreness or anything out of the ordinary from playing every day this past week?
Hey, well, I got to thank Chong, our team trainer, for that. He's been keeping me in pretty good condition. But no, I'm feeling good. I want to get out there. I have a mindset every day that I'm in. I'm just trying to get out there and help the team win, and I want to be out there. I want to compete.
So now that you've been out there every day on a regular basis recently, how does that help your swing? I mean, obviously every day you're either taking BP or doing stuff on field or either in the cage, but now that you're in game every day, been playing regularly, how has that helped your swing?
Well, I think it's a timing thing, getting out there every day, seeing live pitching, and obviously when you start to get in the groove, your confidence is up. So it's just a combination of timing and confidence, getting out there every day for me. And yeah, I'm just going to keep it up.
All right, Tyler, I appreciate the time and hope to have you back on again soon. It's always a good thing when you're on this pregame show.
Yeah, awesome. Glad to be here.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.
Hey, it was an unforgettable performance last night. We'll take a quick pregame break. We'll get Mace's perspective on the offensive onslaught, a 19-3 win. Broadway Transmission Manager's report is coming up next.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for all the latest on your Atlantic League champion York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Manager's Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
Hi, Mace. Well, for about a week, the tenor was kind of frustration on the offensive side of things, and last night, quite frankly, it was a historic performance, biggest runs and hits totals since 2012. What is the mood like around here today, and even last night after that return home that you guys had?
I mean, as you can imagine, everybody's pretty happy with what happened last night, and I think right now it's just trying to maintain some type of focus and good approaches. So, you enjoy last night for what it's worth, and those are fun games to manage because you really don't have to think a whole lot. When your guys are putting up 19 runs, it's, that's a pretty good luxury right there. But no, I think if anything, it should give us more confidence going into tonight. And you know how baseball is. Tonight could be a 1-0 game. So it's just the nature of the game. So we enjoy it when we're doing it, and then we refocus and get ready for tonight.
No, you can't really say enough about what Tyler Clark has done, and last night a career night, obviously, one that will also go down in Revs history, but to do it while catching every day out of necessity, what's your perspective on what he's done for this team, especially here in just the last few ball games?
First of all, just a tireless worker, so it's really great to see guys like that get rewarded. I mean, before the game last night, he's doing blocking drills in the bullpen before he warms Logan up for the game. He's with Polo every day in the cage. He scrapped the left-handed hitting for now, and he's staying strictly to the right side. And I mean, he's working on visualization and mechanical things, and just he's getting more focused, and I think he's getting more comfortable. He's starting to figure out what he should be trying to do, and then he's been good enough to execute it.
Yeah, and even we didn't get to talk about Sunday when he made the hustle play, takes the extra base, all them kind of taking their time to a loose ball and goes up an extra bag. I assume that's something that the teammates here in the dugout notice. It probably gets them fired up too.
Oh, they love it. I mean, there's a lot of accolades going around when he comes in. It's just, and that's the way you're supposed to play the game. You know what? He took a risk there. Nina slid, I think, in right field to try to pick the wild throw up. And as soon as Tyler saw him go down to the ground, he took off. He didn't hesitate. So, that's smart, alert baseball. And, even if he would have got thrown out at third base at that point, it really wasn't a dumb play. It was a smart play, and it was a hustle play. And when guys get thrown out doing hustle plays, you just live with it because you want them to hustle. So sometimes you're going to be over aggressive, but in that situation, he was not, and we end up needing a lot of runs.
How happy are you with what Logan Williamson's given you his first 2 starts?
Well, last night was even deeper into the game than the first one as far as pitch count goes. I know he was frustrated with himself when he hit the guy and walked in a run there in his last inning, but he's working hard to try to get his cardio up, and he's trying to get his endurance up so he can be out there longer, because I'm sure he would have liked to thrown all 9 innings last night. When the game's going like that, just not being greedy on his part, but trying to save the bullpen that we had worked a lot in Southern Maryland, and just to stay out there and eat up innings when you have a big margin like that. That's what the starting pitcher wants to do, but that's only his second start, and he had some long innings out there, and he was getting gassed a little bit. So we went to the bullpen, and the bullpen did a good job.
Yeah, and at the same time, how rare is it for a guy that hasn't pitched since last September to come out and be close to as effective as he was a year ago? And I know you said at the first start looked like the same old Logan. He's out there, falling around the grass, making plays on bunts and whatnot.
Absolutely. To me, the velocity and everything, he really hasn't lost much, from how he ended the year last year. And when you're out there for your second start after many, many months, and the guy takes you opposite field for a homer in the first inning, sometimes you could be like, okay. But he's a competitor. He really is, and he bears down, and he did a good job after that. So a lot of ground ball outs. I thought Tyler did a good job again behind the plate, mixing it up, and there was a lot of communication in the dugout between innings of what they were going to try to do when they went out there. So they were both on the same page, and it was good. It was good stuff last night.
I've got Mitch Atkins tonight, back-to-back wins for him. How much of a different feel do you think he's got, a different confidence in what he's doing? I know it seemed to turn a little bit of a corner mechanically and with the feel and everything a couple of starts ago.
Well, I think he's been working with Fletch on a couple minor things mechanically, and I think that has helped him, and then he's had some success. I think his fastball has been better in his last couple starts. I think it's actually more velocity and more angle on it when it's coming into the hitter. So, as long as you can produce some type of angle on your pitches, I mean, you're going to have a good chance as long as you're throwing the ball in the strike zone. So, he should be feeling pretty good about himself and, get out there with some confidence and pitch really well tonight.
And lastly, you've got a couple of the guys back in the lineup tonight that had been sidelined for 3 straight days. Are you? I know a lot of guys are banged up, but are we coming around a little bit with a couple of the guys that you're able to get back in?
Well, I mean, it depends. Every guy has a different thing going on, and some of the guys are fine, and some of the guys it's going to linger, and it's still lingering even though they're playing. So, my concern right now is probably Melky, more than anybody right now as far as position players go. We just cannot get this quad to calm down. It's sore, and I mean, he's only able to run maybe 50-60%, and even that hurts him a lot. So we met with the doctors last night, and we're going to try some different approaches for him. But for right now, we're going to give him a couple of days rest, and we're going to start with that and then see how it goes.
All right, Mace. Thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That is our very own Doug Epler with the national anthem here tonight. Revs have taken the field. Beautiful night for baseball here at Peoples Bank Park. And as Mitch Atkins begins his warm-ups on the game mound, we'll get you the starting lineups for tonight's game, brought to you by Flying Feet. For the Road Warriors here tonight, they will have Osvaldo Martinez at shortstop leading things off. Melvin Rodriguez, the second baseman, hits second. Gustavo Pierre at third base will bat third. Jose Ruiz in left field is batting cleanup. Geraldo Valentin, the first baseman, bats fifth. Jorge Fernandez in right field will hit sixth. Chris Rivera will catch and bat seventh. Edwin Gomez, the DH, hitting eighth. And Anthony Ray in center field bats ninth. Again, Martinez, Rodriguez, Pierre, Ruiz, Valentin, Fernandez, Rivera, Gomez, and Ray for the Road Warriors. That lineup facing Mitch Atkins, and the Revs lineup tonight around Mitch. It'll be Travis Witherspoon in center field leading it off. Alexi Casillas, second baseman, bats second. Wellington Dotel in left field hits third. Jared Mitchell in the cleanup spot tonight. He is in right field. Zach Wilson, the third baseman, will bat fifth. Michael Burgess at first base hits sixth. Jose Cuevas will give Dent a night off and play short. Cuevas hitting seventh. Tyler Clark does the catching and bats eighth. And Tyson Gillies will DH tonight and round out the order hitting ninth. Again, Witherspoon, Casilla, Dotel, Mitchell, Wilson, Burgess, Cuevas, Clark, and Gillies. The lineup for the Revs. That lineup will face Michael Lee. Right now, Mitch Atkins is ready to go, and our Dasher Investment Services first pitch forthcoming here tonight as Martinez digs in. Road Warriors have gone to the alternate red jerseys tonight with gray pants. Revs in the home white. And Atkins ready. He fires. And it is right down the middle for ball one. Underway at 6:34 here tonight. I suppose it was called high. There's the wind, the 1-0. And he swings, lifts it in the air, left field. Dotel a late break. He'll hustle in, though. Runs it down with the glove extended out in shallow left field. One away. And the flag isn't doing a whole lot, but I thought during BP today, the ball really was not carrying it at all to left field, and that one died. Dotel had to come a long way in, but got there.
Yeah, long run right there. I'm surprised he ended up having to go that far, but good awareness to then break quickly in to make that grab.
No one down. Here is Melvin Rodriguez. And Atkins the pitch. It is a fastball strike, outside corner. Rodriguez, left-hand hitter. He's batting at .253, 4 home runs. Had to leave last night's game early. Pitch is swung on and fouled back. He homered before leaving, though. Opposite field shot in the first inning. Left the game after trying to leg out a ground ball in the fourth. He is obviously back in, though, tonight. There's the wind, the 0-2. And inside, he has to jump back. Atkins trying to get him off the plate a little bit there. Mitch tonight going for a 3rd straight win. First 2 wins of the year, the last 2 starts. One of the games in which he deserved a win was against the Road Warriors. Took a no decision. He fires. And a swing and a pop-up toward the third base dugout. Wilson on the move, but it lands right inside, right by the entryway to their dugout along those steps. Atkins here in late May, and no decision against the Road Warriors May 27th. 6 innings, 2 runs, only 3 hits. The wind, the pitch, and a liner at first, picked by Michael Burgess. Turns and feeds Atkins covering. What a play. Burgess flashing the leather to his right, and a clean pick on the short hop shot.
It's good to have Mike back over at first base. 1, it means he's healthy, and 2, it means that you can move some other guys around. And he's played a really solid first base all year, in my opinion, and he's really been good picking short hops. He's also been good scooping balls at the bag, and that was just another example of it right there.
The 2 down, here is Gustavo Pierre. He's been named the K-Man tonight, hitting at .267, their 3rd baseman. He swings and misses, chasing up around letter high. By the way, our plate ump tonight, James Clayton, Bill Worthington at first, Brian DeBrouwer, the crew chief, at 3rd. Atkins, the 0-1, and a swing and a miss. Fastball with some late tail at 89, going right at him. The book maybe seems to be high fastballs on Pierre. Remember them doing that last night to him. And Atkins, a long look in. They set up away. 0-2. Right on the corner. Strike 3 called. And the order for Moz Sticks has been placed. A 1-2-3 first inning. And Atkins gets Pierre on 3 pitches. Strikes him out looking right where Tyler Clark had it set up. We've played a half. It's the Road Warriors nothing, and the Revs coming up.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where was the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
The Revolution plays here.
Play ball!
The new Sports Radio 1350.
One, two, three. First inning for Mitch Atkins, and the Revs will face Michael Lee for the first time, right-hander, who makes his 3rd appearance in the Atlantic League. First start. The first 2 in relief. He's 0-1. 1 run allowed in 3 2/3 innings. 3 hits, 1 walk, 4 Ks early on. His very early ERA is 2.46. And Chris Rivera out to discuss signs with him once before getting it going tonight. Witherspoon stays in the leadoff spot. Casilla and Dotel, they move Mitchell to cleanup. And I wonder if that's something that they would look at going forward. Spoonie's been hot. Big game in the leadoff spot last night. Launched his 3rd home run in the last 6 games. And Lee, the big right-hander, winds and fires. And it is a little bit low. He's listed at 6'7", 220. Native of Issaquah, Washington. Close enough on the pronunciation. Pitch is swung on and missed. It's a ball and a strike.
A native of Washington.
Yes, yeah. That's right.
So I think that's what you take away from it. But it makes sense to have Spoon in the leadoff spot while he's hot, and he's a guy with speed, so why not?
The wind, here's the 1-1, and a swing and a miss. So it looks like all fastballs, 2-seamers from Lee here early on. Some late tail to it. Spoonie the last 6, 3 home runs, hitting .400. And the wind, the pitch, and a swing and a miss. Tied him up, stayed with that fastball, the 2-seamer, and that one in under the hands, gets him swinging, 1 down.
Looked a little uncomfortable in that AB right there. First time seeing a guy. The Revs haven't seen Lee yet. New to this league this year, and Spoon's definitely going to take some notes back to the dugout and let some guys know what he saw up there.
Here's Alexi, who has missed the last 3 games with a groin strain, but back in tonight. First pitch, he swings, hits it the other way, but foul down the line and left. Hit it off the end of the bat, hitting at .293 coming in. And they DH Gillies tonight, so Alexi with that groin strain, he's good enough to play defense. He's in at second. 0-1, and he swings, bounces a foul over by the Revs dugout. The offense last night, the 19 runs, most in a game since 2012. It had taken them the previous 7 games to total 19. Here's the wind and the 0-2. And a slider breaks into the dirt. The 20 hits last night, most since 2013, most in a 9-inning game since 2012. It had taken them the previous 5 games to total 20 hits. There's the wind, the pitch, and it missed away. Tied a season high with 4 doubles and 4 home runs. And they only struck out once the entire night. Now Lee, the wind, the 2-2, and a swing and a foul back over the roof. Casilla making him work. Revs were also hit by a pitch 3 times last night. They've been hit 8 times in the last 4 games after being hit just 8 times the previous 24 games. They've been magnets. Pitch to Alexi, it's down and in, gets that back foot out of the way. Full count. No score here in the first inning tonight. Lee, 29 years old, former 8th round pick of the Red Sox in '08, out of Oklahoma City University. Here's the wind, the 3-2, and a swing and a foul tip off the glove of Rivera. You know what? It didn't register with me until just now, because he's listed as Michael Lee. This is the same guy that has pitched for Lancaster and New Britain the past couple years as Mike Lee. He fires, and a rip at second, out of the reach of Rodriguez, going to his left, and Casilla pounds a single into right field. He had been 0 for 13 his previous 4 games played, dealing with that groin strain. Mace has given him the last 3 games off, and he rips one here.
And those 3 games off paid dividends there. Alexi looks a little bit better, and I'm sure, you know, he could have played yesterday if they really needed him, but unless you really need to get a guy out there, give him that extra day off. And see, he looks good at the plate. And is Lee trying to go by the full name now so people don't recognize him?
Like you?
Could be it.
Here's Dotel, and Lee misses outside first pitch.
Maybe he figured his last name's short enough. Maybe just go with Mike Lee. Make it sound, just flow really quick.
I don't know. But the delivery reminded me. Here's the 1-0, and a fastball just missed low. And yeah, that is what you will get from him. And 6'7", doesn't throw all that hard, but the 2 seamers, tries to get movement and ground balls off that fastball. Casilla's got his lead from first. Valentin holding him over there. There's the 2-0, and it's a called strike. Breaking ball that just clipped the outside corner. Dotel has moved into the top 10 in the league in hitting, 307 overall. 336 with York. As Casilla leads, draws a throw, he dives back. In the eruption offensively last night, Dotel was 3 for 5, a double, and drove in 2, which came in the 8th inning. Another move, and Casilla was leaning, but able to scurry and dive in again. The Revs last night with 4 innings of 4 runs or more. Batted around 3 times. Now the stretch from Lee. And the 2-1. It is a called strike, outside corner, another slider. James Clayton's been giving the outside or just off of it here early tonight. 2-2. 1 on, 1 out, scoreless first inning. Here's the stretch and another move over. Casilla dives in. Our weather brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Not a cloud in the sky, 86 degrees on the stadium board. And the humidity lower. Very comfortable night. Lee with the pitch. Alexi running, and a line drive up the middle base hit. He'll turn and head to third base. Ray will throw into second. Miss second base. They weren't even looking. And Dotel goes to second on the play. Rodriguez assumed the throw was going elsewhere. He had his back to his center fielder, who threw it right at him. It's a single and a throwing error on Ray. And it's second and third with 1 out. And with Casilla running, Rodriguez was in the area, heading over to cover from second. He dove, but Dotel hit it too hard right past him.
Good awareness from Dotel now is that takes away the double play possibility, the inning-ending double play possibility. And here's Jared Mitchell, first taste of the cleanup spot this season. And I like the fact that Mace tested him out in the 5-hole the other night. Now he's in the middle of the lineup again tonight, and right here, first time up, an RBI opportunity.
Road Warriors will bring the infield about 3/4 of the way in. And the first pitch, it's inside. Mitchell last night, just his 4th day off of the season. Comes in hitting .261. He's been held hitless the last 4, 2 for 22 the last 8. And Mace giving him a breather against a lefty last night. Here's the 1-0. And Lee locates outside corner, a strike called. Mitchell does have 4 home runs, 16 driven in. Tied for 3rd in the league with 29 runs scored. Tied for 2nd with 28 walks. Here's the stretch, the pitch. And he lays off speed and in the dirt, 2-1.
Good patient approach from Jared here. Guy who has been awesome at seeing a lot of pitches and really working the count this year. Almost hitting exclusively in the leadoff spot. That's what you have to do as a leadoff hitter. He's taking that approach here in the 4 spot.
What did he hit the other day? 5th?
5th, yep.
In Southern Maryland. Witherspoon staying in the top tonight. Here's the stretch. And the 2-1. It is outside. So a patient AB. First base is open for Michael Lee. Zach Wilson on deck. Lee's been in the Red Sox, Braves, Diamondbacks, and Blue Jays systems, reaching AAA. The 3-1. It is a called strike. Mitchell was on his way to first. It looked up and away, but it's been a wide strike zone in the early going, 3-2.
And that's most likely a ball outside, but the fact that he did give Atkins the outside corner, which led to the strikeout looking of Pierre in the top of the first, I guess you have to take that one right there. At least it's been consistent.
Oh, full count. He took a little stroll to refocus. Here's the stretch. And time called. Mitchell got it in there just as Lee was about to lift the leg. Lee was with Lancaster a couple of years ago, mid-season dealt to New Britain. This is his 3rd Atlantic League team. Now ready, and the pitch. And a swing and a foul tip off of Rivera's face mask. Mitchell just nicked it. He stays alive. Plate on James Clayton will walk the new ball out, give Rivera a chance to make sure he's remembering who he is and where he is.
Looks like he's good back there.
These guys are tough. Last night he played catcher and second base, moved to second when Melvin Rodriguez had to depart. Another 3-2 coming up. Infield stays 3/4 of the way up. Pitch to Mitchell is lofted in the air, high and fairly deep in right. Fernandez back into the corner. He's got room. Makes the grab, but Casilla will tag. He will score. Dotel will tag. He'll go to third. Sac fly for Jared Mitchell. Revs with another one in the sac fly column, and that's how they put up the game's first run tonight, 1-0.
Well, that's this team's thing now, I guess. Just driving them in with the sac fly. That's a good job by Jared to get the ball in the air. Really worked the count. Called time with 2 strikes on him a couple pitches ago. That got Lee out of his rhythm. And then able to put one in the air. And that's all he needed to do was just get one elevated and deep enough in the outfield that Casilla was able to come home. And Dotel's able to go over to third, which is huge.
Here's Wilson with 2 outs. Dotel at third. Pitch from Lee is a fastball inside corner for a strike. I am convinced that the flag is not moving at a great rate of speed, but ball is really going to carry to right, not at all to left. Here's the 0-1 and a slider down low. Well, we've seen in BP and early in this one, that ball for Mitchell, he was disappointed at the way he hit it, but it carried all the way to the corner. Wilson 3 ribbies last night, tied a season high. The 1-1, and he swings, beats it down off the dirt. He doesn't run. Finally, they call foul. That was off his foot, a glancing shot, and it bounced high up off the plate as well. Dotel was charging home, but Wilson never did leave the box. He knew it was off the foot. 3 RBI game last night. His first since May 2nd, his third of the year. His last couple of games, 3 for 7 with 4 driven in. He had just 4 driven in the previous 16 games, dealing with ailments, in particular the groin injury. Pitch to him. In the dirt, to the backstop. Here comes Dotel. He scores standing, no play at the plate. Wild pitch brings him across, and the Revs with 2 in the first inning tonight, on top 2-0.
Finding ways to score runs when the opportunity is presented to you. I mean, hey, ball skips by Rivera, run comes in. You have to feel confident that Wilson would have been able to drive that run in, but Revs will take that. Another early lead, and Revs have outscored their opponents this season in the first inning and continuing it here tonight.
Lee now back to the windup, the 2-2, and a swing and a smash down the line in left. It is just fair inside the chalk, bounces in and out of the corner, rolling in front of the arch nemesis, and Wilson still a bit hobbled, but he will tiptoe into second with an easy double on a ball that he smoked down the line in left. Now 4 for 8 his last 3 games, and you hope that he is heating up.
Yeah, Zach's feeling it. I know the groin is getting a lot better for him. He's been playing banged up for, we don't really even know how long he has been, but was talking to him today, and he was talking in the locker room with the guys saying, it's feeling a little better, and it's showing at the plate. And, I mentioned earlier the Revs have outscored opponents in the first inning this year. They've outscored them 30-25 in the first inning, so not by a huge margin, but it's still something.
Here's Michael Burgess, senior, now back in tonight. First pitch is outside. He had been sat the last 3 games, got drilled in the knee with a pitch. Game 1 of the doubleheader Saturday at Southern Maryland. So they get him back tonight. Casilla back tonight. There's the 1-0. And he swings, grounds it hard up the middle, a base hit to center. They're going to try it with Wilson. Ray with the throw, it's way off. He scores, throw to second, goes into center as Burgess dives in safely at second base. 3-0, the Revs lead it. And Burgess pounds an RBI single up the middle. Polo sending Wilson, which made him test that leg. But Ray's throw was way off to the first base side. And now hopefully Burgess is all right. He's down on a knee at second base after a hard dive in. A little slow to get up. Mace a few steps out toward the first base line. Sandy De Leon, though, the first base coach, went out to check on him, gives the thumbs up.
A ball not too hardly hit up the middle, so that gives Polo the opportunity to send Wilson, knowing that Wilson was already at third base by the time that Ray's able to get to the ball, and knowing that Ray had to make almost a perfect throw based on how deep that ball was where he picked it up. But even with the sore groin, Wilson's able to cut that bag hard at third and get home.
Yeah, I thought he hit it harder than the way it went up the middle. Grass might have helped slow it.
Yeah, I think that's what it was, because it wasn't a ball that was chopped. It also wasn't scorched on one hop into center. It took a few bounces on the ground.
So the line moves, another run home, another runner at second, and Cuevas digs in. And Lee with the pitch. It is inside, ball 1. Cuevas last night, his second 3-hit game of the year. The average has spiked to 220. A homer and 12 driven in for him. Here's the 1-0, and it's a called strike up in the zone.
Like I was saying last night after the 3-hit night, he'll be up to 250 in no time. It's one of those guys who's still a little bit behind the rest of the guys in this lineup. He missed a couple weeks and didn't get the regular at-bats because of the injury he had earlier in the year.
He is on his way. 1-1, and that's down and away. Rivera has to reach into the dirt. Revs with a 3-0 lead, 4 hits here in the first inning. Now Lee looks in, he's set with it. 2-1, and a swing and a bounce foul over by the third base dugout. Lee, 31 years old. Didn't I say he was 28 earlier?
I mean, you're in the ballpark.
Who's doing these Road Warriors game notes?
Yeah, I don't know, because Michael Lee is not a native of Venezuela. I can promise you that.
Well, but it says right here that he is, Michael. It says Caja Seca, Venezuela.
Well, it must be true if it's on the paper.
It sounds nice.
Oh, it does, honestly. I mean, warm weather, I'm sure.
Gotta believe everything you read. The stretch, the 2-2, and a swing and a pop-up foul. That'll sail into the stands on the first base side. Actually, onto the concourse. One of our ushers had to duck out of the way at the last instant.
This is an inning that easily could have ended after one run came home for the Revs, but they've done a great job of extending it. Wilson to double with 2 outs, and then Burgess to keep the line moving, and then Cuevas here fighting off some pitches.
Another 2-2. And a swing, a drive, but foul. Out in front, he slams it toward the Arch Street East, just above section 26 in front of the Grand Slam Brew House.
Like you said, a little out in front of that. That ball probably goes off the arch nemesis and left if he waits back a hair of a second longer. But again, fight off a pitch, and then you might get a better one the next pitch. That's all it is right here for Jose, is just keep fighting until you get your pitch.
Another 2-2. And a swing and a ground ball deep short. Martinez backhands, plants, long throw, and he shows off his gun. Gets Cuevas over at first to end the inning, but the Revs just made Mike Lee throw 38 pitches in the first inning. They score 3 on 4 hits, 1 error, 1 left. They pick up where they left off. And we go to the second. It's 3-0 York.
What's the simplest, easiest, freest way to get in shape? Walking. That natural walking motion is great for almost everybody, but not every shoe is great for walking.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet sports shoes carries the shoes designed to function best, whether you're out for an invigorating stroll or you're humming along at a serious fitness pace. Walking and fitness shoes that'll do the trick, including a variety of widths and hard-to-find sizes. Walk with name brands like New Balance, Saucony, Brooks, and Accelero. For intense fitness workouts, try shoes from Basics, New Balance, Rika, Saucony, and 361. Flying Feet's selection is great, and the service is even better. With personal attention many stores are lacking. Some stores sell shoes, Flying Feet fits them. So take life in stride and do it in style with comfortable walking shoes and fitness shoes from the sportswear specialty store without specialty prices. Flying Feet sports shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
I'm a chef. Pleasing my patrons' palates is paradise. But lately, when I hear a cheer from the dining room, it's Keno from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Sure, it could be my veggie lasagna, but chances are it's customers picking numbers to win cash with drawings every 4 minutes. Keno's fun, exciting, and you can enjoy it as an appetizer or a main course. Hey, everything tastes better with winning. Keno, it's here. Played at your favorite bar or restaurant.
Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Another great start for the Revs. They lead it 3-0 after an inning. 7 o'clock here. We'll pause for station identification.
First in York. First in sports. Your only local sports station. The new Sports Radio 1350. WOYK, York, Pennsylvania.
3-0 the lead at the end of one. They made Mike Lee throw 38 pitches. Mitch Atkins just 10 in his 1-2-3 first. Jose Ruiz will lead things off. Cleanup hitter. First pitch is a called strike in at the knees. This is Jose Julio Ruiz, who you may remember from Southern Maryland and Camden in previous Atlantic League stops. It's the 0-1, and that's in the dirt. Fastball. Tonight, his 7th game played with the Road Warriors, 5th start. Playing in left field. We always used to see him at first base. He is 3 for 18. He's driven in 2 runs. Atkins, the wind, the 1-1, and it misses down and away. Mitch, a season high 7 innings in his last start. 3 runs allowed, a 7-3 win at Somerset. On the wind, the pitch, and a swing and a line drive, slicing toward left center, in for a hit. Witherspoon over to glove it, and Ruiz is on to start the inning. First base runner of the night for the Road Warriors. Atkins, season high 7 in that start. He gave up a couple of runs in the first inning, only 1 run on 4 hits after that. On Thursday night of last week, his final 6 innings. Retired 9 of his final 10. Here's Valentine. He jumps back. Fastball in tight, misses. And Atkins, who won the start before that against Long Island, gave up just 2 runs, 1 earned in that one. So 2 in a row in the win column for him. There's the 1-0 and a swing and a miss. A cutter down. Got the whiff on it. His strikeout numbers, first 5 starts this year, 4 strikeouts or fewer in all 5. The last 4, 6 or more, including a season high 8, just 1 walk in his last start. There's the 1-1 and a swing and a foul tip into the mid of Clark. That fastball at 88, 1-2. Mitch 6'4", 225. 32-year-old from Brown Summit, North Carolina. Big league time with the Cubs and Orioles. And now Valentine, something up near his eye. He'll back out. Geraldo Valentine hitting at 247 with a home run, 10 driven in. And a move to first. Back standing is Ruiz. He wasn't far off. Burgess dealing with the setting sun over there at first base as he handled that throw. Revs a 3-0 lead here in the second inning tonight. Atkins with the pitch. And a swing and a slow tapper to short. Cuevas comes up, shovels to second. Casilla the turn, got him! 6-4-3 double play. And with the ball hit that slowly, you almost gave up on the thought of turning 2, but Cuevas and Casilla didn't. And a very quick turn to get it done.
That's a big-time turn right there. And Cuevas is the one that made that happen from the start because he flipped it quickly. I mean, that ball was barely in his glove half a second, and it was just a transfer. And that's what you're supposed to do as an infielder. It doesn't always have to be right in the glove. You just get it in transition. And then Casilla, a dart over to first. He can really show off that cannon when he needs to. So those 2 there made that happen.
Now Jorge Fernandez, he looks at a strike. First pitch. Fernandez, I think we said last night, listed as a right-hand hitter, but he's batting left. Whatever floats the boat.
I think he's switch.
Is he? It's the 0-1. And that just missed down and away.
I'm pretty sure I saw him. I remember he was hitting righty against Williamson.
Well, right now, he is in from the left. He's hitting 241, 3 home runs. Atkins kicks, fires, and a swing and a miss. On a fastball down and in, 1-2. And with help of the double play, Atkins looking for a second straight 1-2-3 inning. Clark goes through the signals for him. Here it comes. And a swing and a fly ball toward the line in left. Long run, Dotel on his horse and runs it down. Makes a one-hand basket grab in fair territory just before he crossed the line on a dead sprint, and a fantastic running grab to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, and none left. We go to the bottom of the second, still 3-0 York.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood Sure Save stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Smith, Mayer & Little is a holistic wealth management group with one product, advice. We aim to simplify our clients' lives, help them retire comfortably, and build lasting legacies for their families and the causes they care about. Our purpose is simple, to make a meaningful difference in the lives of our clients, our community, and the world in which we live with the advice we provide. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. We make our living by making a difference. Visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
This is Jay Gaush. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Spurt Radio 1350, WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Revs up 3-0, and last night's standout Tyler Clark will lead things off. Unforgettable night for him. Grand slam in the second, 3-run homer in the third, had 7 RBIs in his first 2 at-bats last night. First pitch, he looks at a sinker for a strike. He's now hitting .218, 5 home runs. Last 3 games, 5 for 9 with 3 homers and 8 driven in, 6 scored, also a triple. Pitch, he swings and misses, sinker. And now since May 24th, hitting .280 when he really started to turn it around. 7 RBIs, the 4th player in Revs history with at least that total. Pitch, it's down and in. The first since Chris Nowak in 2012. Nate Espy also drove in 7 in the Revs' first ever win back in '07. And the record holder Justin Singleton with 8. Pitch, it is up high, 2-2. Singleton drove in 8 in the home finale of the inaugural '07 season. Record that still stands, but Clark, part of an exclusive group. Here's the 2-2. And a swing and a ball dribbled foul behind the plate. And tonight catching his 5th straight game. Defense and game calling has been there all year. And now since May 24th, hitting .280. There's the wind, the 2-2. And a swing and a comebacker, but Lee's got it. And tosses over to first. He aims it so that Valentin could see it with setting sun. 1 down here in the bottom of the second inning.
That could have been a knock right there if it gets by Lee. Maybe it doesn't get into center field, but Clark runs well. But it was awesome talking to Tyler before the game, and he's just happy to have the opportunity. He told me last year he was lucky if he caught 2 games in a row while he was in Lancaster. Only played, I think it was 52 on the season, but here it's been an everyday thing, or at least every other early on in the season. It's great to see his work paying off.
Now Tyson Gillies, he watches a strike. Gillies a home run last night, also singled. First 2 hits coming in his home debut. 2-run homer for him. 0-1, and a changeup misses outside. He had a couple shots in BP today. He's got some serious strength. Listed at 6'2", 205. He's chiseled. The 1-1. And he swings, bounces it to first. Valentin waits back, gets the second high hop, and takes it to the bag himself. And Gillies was not slowing down. He put a little pressure on there, but they get it done. 2 outs.
I don't think he knows how to slow down, but to be honest, I thought that Valentin stepped over the bag there. He must have gotten the corner. I mean, I don't think that the umpire over there at first, Bill Worthington, missed it, but the way I saw it, I thought he stepped over it.
Well, 2 down, couple ground outs. Here's Witherspoon back at the top. Revs lead at 3-0 here in the second inning tonight. First pitch, it is a curveball for a strike. Shadows have gotten to the back of the mound now. So Lee no longer releasing it from sunlight into shadows. 0-1 and a check swing. Witherspoon on the appeal to first did not go. On a fastball down and in, that was close. Witherspoon mentioned 3 homers the last 6 games. He's hitting .394 the last 9. A 1-1 and a swing and a foul tip behind the plate. He gets to lead off for the second straight night tonight. Revs had a pretty great offense in 2016 when he was leading off. A deep breath from Lee. He winds, fires, and a swing and a miss. A slider down low gets him. Second strikeout for Lee, both from Witherspoon, his former Lancaster teammate. 1-2-3 second inning. That sends us to the third. Still 3-0. The Revs in front.
This is Doug Sprinkle, sales manager at York Mitsubishi, and I'm here to introduce the biggest nothing you've ever heard of. It's time for Nada Zip Zilch. That's what you pay in finance charges over 72 months with some of our most popular Mitsubishis, like the amazing all-new Eclipse Cross, the 7-passenger Outlander, and the ever-popular Outlander Sport. And to top that off, have a worry-free summer in your new Mitsubishi with no payments for 90 days. Gas prices got you down? Check out the high-tech, best-selling Outlander PHEV plug-in hybrid, rated at an amazing 74 miles per gallon equivalent or the 40-plus mile per gallon Mirage. It's like a go-kart on steroids for only $11,990. Big savings, top dollar for all trade-ins, and we want to approve everyone for credit. That means you too. More stuff for less money and almost twice the warranty of the competition. It's only at York Mitsubishi, around the corner of Route 30 and Roosevelt Avenue, York, where Mitsubishi's always cost less. Come check us out at YorkMitsubishi.com.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal Opportunity Lender.
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Here at People's Bank Park tonight, 3-0. The Revs lead it. 23-23 coming in tonight. Last night's win did get them above 500 at home, 11-10. Road Warriors 11-36. They've dropped 5 straight, but have played a lot of teams tough on a nightly basis. Chris Rivera will lead things off. First pitch from Atkins is upstairs. Rivera hitting at .232, 4 home runs. One of those against York, 3 for 7 against his old team. 7-8-9 due up. 1-0 and a swing and a miss. Good fastball from Mitch, who allowed a hit last inning but got a double play. He's retired the side in order in each of the first 2 innings tonight. Hear the wind pick up a little bit. Nice breeze here. Pitch is up high. Rivera starts but stops on the appeal to first. 2-1. On our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard tonight, Lancaster hosting Somerset. Barnstormers a big win last night, pulling away. And they are up 2-0 in the first tonight. 2-1 and a swing and a miss. Another good fastball. Long Island at home leads Sugar Land 1-0 in the second. Southern Maryland and New Britain starting their series tonight in Connecticut 1-1 in the third. Wind the pitch and a foul against the screen. As far as Major League news, MLB Network insider John Paul Morosi reporting that the Orioles and Diamondbacks have engaged in discussions regarding a potential Manny Machado trade.
All right, now we're getting the ball moving on that stuff.
Pitch is swung on and missed in the dirt, blocked to the right by Clark, calmly walks over to pick up and has plenty of room to toss it down to Burgess from foul territory. One down here in the third inning.
Atkins has been so impressive over his last 4 starts, and then he looks great tonight. He looks like a different pitcher. He really take away those first 4 starts of the season where he got roughed up. He just looks a lot more comfortable out on the mound.
I'll bring up Edwin Gomez, the DH. Gomez at 242, 3 homers, 8 driven in. Had a 2-home run game here in early May as Atkins misses outside to him. Mace saying that Atkins, the plane of his pitches, the tilt has been far better, the movement, velocity. There's a called strike, outside corner, delivering it downhill on the black. Said that he made a minor mechanical adjustment working with Fletch. The 1-1. And a swing and a miss. Right back to the fastball that explodes through the bottom of the strike zone. 1-2.
Velocity's been maybe the most notable thing about Mitch. He's getting low or high 80s and low 90s, but that's really impressive from where he was early in the season.
Here's a swing and a high fly, center field. Witherspoon circles it, comes in, and makes the one-hand grab. 2 outs in the inning. As Atkins continues to deal here early on tonight, leading at 3-zip. Our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report, Malky Mesa given a day with his quad strain, played last night. And Mesa said that they examined him further last night. He hasn't quite been able to shake it. Here's Anthony Ray. He swings, lines it to center. Witherspoon in, hangs up for him. He makes the grab. And we'll resume that thought as Atkins gets a quick end to the top of the third. 1-2-3 again. Has faced the minimum through 3. We go to the bottom half of the third inning. Still a 3-0 Revs lead.
Rutter's has all your favorite seafood options. Tavern battered cod sandwich, crispy fried shrimp with bada bing dipping sauce, flavorful crab and corn chowder, just to name a few. Rutter's Seafood. One try and you'll be hooked. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else for seafood?
We solemnly swear we're up to no good, and we want all the wizards and witches to join us. It's Harry Potter Night, Friday, June 29th at People's Bank Park. Get points for your house in a costume contest or take part in the end-of-term feast. Plus, enter to win tickets to see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child on Broadway. With movie clips, your favorite characters, and more, it'll be more fun than you can put in the room of requirement. Harry Potter Night, Friday, June 29th. Tickets at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
Rutter's Hot Dog Extravaganza is here. Rutter's Kunzler hot dogs and brand new corn dogs are only 2 for $2. Our amazing Kunzler bacon wrapped cheddar dogs and sausages are only 2 for $4. Earn 2 cents on fuel for every deal purchased. Must scan rewards card. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
This is Luke Westfall. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
A 3-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Mitch Atkins pounding the zone. He's been efficient early. And Michael Lee, 51 pitches through 2, 38 in the first. Did have a 1-2-3 second through 13 pitches that inning. Alexi will lead it off. And the first offering of the third inning, a sinker called strike. Casillas singled and scored in the first. He ripped one through the right side of the infield. Here's the 0-1. And he swings, rolls one toward the middle at second, and booted by Rodriguez, who can't get a throw off. He had to go toward the middle, try to circle it and glove it on the charge, and might have peeked up to see where Alexi was, and then never fielded it cleanly. Well, Casillas safe at first to start the inning.
That's a pretty routine ball. Sorry to cut you off. That's a pretty routine ball right there. And it wasn't even like Alexi was busting right out of the box where you'd think he had a chance to beat that play. It's a ground ball at the second, just not handled out there by Rodriguez.
They're going to take a closer look to see if he would have had a chance to beat it before scoring it. Here's Dotel, and the first one misses down and away.
Going to the monitor, I like it.
Infield hit.
Oh, they gave him a hit.
1-0. And a broken bat shot up the middle. That gets through. That's a hit for Dotel. Over to the left of second. And up the opening. So first and second with nobody out. Dotel 2 for 2. And with the scoring decision, so is Alexi in front of him.
Well, Dotel just keeps hitting. Doesn't matter day, night, cold, hot. He continues to get the bat on the ball, staying up the middle tonight both times. It's good to see from Wellington. He's really done a good job of staying to the middle of the field and away. He hits the ball up the middle well, and we saw that right center field gap power last night again.
Here's Mitchell. First pitch to him. He swings and misses. Down in the zone. Why is Fernandez that shallow and right? I mean, I guess to have a throw home, but the way that ball carried, the way Mitchell hit it in the first inning, from here it looks pretty shallow. I guess he's comfortable going back.
Yeah.
Mitchell a sac fly to deep right in the first. First and second. Here's the stretch, the 0-1. And he swings, pops it up foul over the third base side. When Lee was in this league with Lancaster in 2016, he was 4-5, ERA a little over 5. 22 outings, 11 starts. Dealt to New Britain, and with New Britain he dealt to end 2016 5-0 with a 245. Went back last year though, didn't quite replicate that. He was 3-6 with a 456. Now sets, here's the 0-2, and it misses upstairs. Mitchell doesn't bite. He had made it to AAA with the Braves, the Diamondbacks, also pitched in the Red Sox and Blue Jays systems as high as AA with those two. On the 1-2, and a swing and a drive deep the other way, left field toward the big wall, and it is caught. It dies over toward the corner, caught by Ruiz just in front of the track in left field, and it is just not carrying in that direction tonight. Mitchell looking out there, wondering what happened to that as he goes into the dugout, one down.
That's the second time tonight we've seen a fly ball to left really come back a little bit. Dotel caught a ball that he was on the run on earlier, but came sort of in on an angle on that ball that he caught to end the second inning. And then the same thing right there. You got the left fielder Ruiz going back, and then he came in a step.
That's the wrong field tonight. One away. Here is Zach Wilson, still 3-0 York. First and second, one down. Lee the pitch, and a swing, a ground ball just a little early though. Foul as that ends up at the bottom of the Road Warriors bullpen bench. Wilson hit one down that line in the first inning, a line drive double. came around to score. And Rivera wants time to discuss signs with his pitcher with a runner at second. Revs have 6 hits off of him, leading at 3-0. Been almost 2 weeks, a little less than 2 weeks since the Revs last won back-to-back games. Trying to win 2 in a row tonight. The early jump on things. Runners go. Pitch is in the dirt, and no throw will be made. And Alexi, he looked good running to third base. He dives in head first. Coming back after missing the last 3 games. That's a double steal. Casilla with his 5th, Dotel with his 9th, and it's 2nd and 3rd.
I like the idea right there from those two, and whether it was from the dugout or they just Casilla just decided to go on his own and steal that. It's a good idea, and Rivera hasn't shown that he can gun anyone out yet.
Now the infield in, 1-1, and a called strike down on Wilson. I think some thought that might have been low. So he's got a chance to bring in 2 now with a base hit. 1 out in the inning. Mitchell hit his fly ball pretty well, but was unable to advance the runners, so they took it into their own hands and stole. And stretch from Lee. And the 1-2. Swinging a foul tip, just got a piece back behind the plate. Good plate coverage there. The right side of the infield all the way up at short. Martinez around halfway, giving himself a little more room if Wilson pulls it hard. And he's also got the best arm in their infield. Even if he fields it back a little bit, they have to respect that. Pitch. Swinging a line drive down the line, in left, and that's fair. Both runs will score. Wilson does it again. He heads for second, and he's there with a stand-up double. 2 RBIs for him, and the Revs lead it 5-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Well, Zach looks really locked in right now. That's a case where it just puts one into shallow left. It gets down the line. He's been so good at taking inside pitches to the pull side, really turning on him in these last 2 games. It's already a heck of a series for Zach Wilson. 6 RBI now in the series.
And second double tonight. That has been his happy zone here early in this one, right down that left field line. And here's Michael Burgess, senior. First pitch inside, has to jump back. RBI single for Burge in the first inning in his return to the lineup tonight. Wilson a 2-run double to left in last night's game as well.
He's got 5 RBI in the series, not 6.
Pitch here is swung on, popped up. Third baseman Pierre froze, now comes over into foul territory. And a nonchalant one-hand grab drifting back toward the line. 2 outs in the inning. Revs with 3 in the first, 2 here in the second. And Jose Cuevas will try to bring home 1 more with 2 outs. Grounded out to shortstop his first time. Got Casilla, Dotel, and Wilson all with 2 hits tonight already. Wilson with 2 doubles. He leads from second. First pitch to Cuevas. He rips it at third, knocked down by Pierre. Plays it off the midsection, picks up and makes the throw to first. And add another one to Cuevas's chart of a hard hit ball that does not land for him. Knocked down by Pierre, who then played it. But the Revs put up 2 more in the inning, 3 more hits, 1 left. We go to the 4th. Michael with the play-by-play. Revs with a 5-0 lead.
Tired of hearing that music? Especially when you already have that same ice cream in your freezer. Try something new and amazing with tropical shaved ice. On Monday morning after the big company event, do you want the buzz down the hall to be, how awesome was this year's company picnic? Then crush boredom and bring on Kona Ice with over 32,000 flavor combinations. This is not your typical lackluster snow cone. Their flavors are bold and delicious. Fuzzy Navel, Margarita, Blue Hawaiian. Kona Ice is dairy-free, gluten-free, and they even offer flavors that are sugar and dye-free. No party is too big or too small. They can serve up to 1,000 people per hour. They have party packages starting as low as $100. To add more excitement to your next event, find them online.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Local sports on WOIK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, a family tradition since 1946.
The Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK, York.
Beautiful night for baseball in downtown York. Michael Mark Antonini alongside Darrell Henry. Revs out to a hot start again. They lead at 5-0 over the Road Warriors, top of inning number 4. A 3-spot in the first for the Revs, a 2-spot in the third. Zach Wilson's had a solid game for the Revs. He's doubled twice and driven in 2 runs. Alexi Casilla and Wellington Dotel 2 for 2 with a stolen base and 2 runs scored apiece. Those two have really set the tone at the top of the lineup in the 2-3 spot. Now Mitch Atkins back to work in the 4th. He'll face Osvaldo Martinez, the leadoff man for the Road Warriors. First pitch is a fastball high and tight, 1-0. Mitch has faced a minimum through 3, a 1-2-3 first, a 1-2-3 third, and then a leadoff single in the 2nd that was erased on a double play. He got the 3rd batter out of the inning. Fastball there, top of the strike zone, 1-1. Revs were down last night 1-0. They went on to win 19-3. So not your average comeback win. On the 1-1, there's a fastball, another one in from Mitch. 83 mile, that was a changeup, 83 on the gun. Counts 1-2. Martinez, Rodriguez, and Pierre, 1-2-3 for the Road Warriors. Martinez back at short as he takes a step out of the box, calls time, now back in. Mitch back on the rubber. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, slider in the dirt. Clark blocks it, keeps it in front. He'll slap the tag on Martinez for the first out. Martinez tried to run down to first, but he got in the way of Clark running after the ball, and Clark just stopped and picked the ball up with his bare hand, tagged Martinez. A strikeout for Atkins, his 3rd of the night, and he's faced the minimum through 3 1/3 now. Now the 2-hitter Melvin Rodriguez. Rodriguez left last night's game after his 2nd time up. He homered his 1st time up, a line drive that got out in left center field. First pitch to him, pitch that misses off the plate. Changeup 84 on the gun, 1-0. 5-0 lead for the Revs, top 4. Rodriguez, provided the first run of the game for the Road Warriors last night. As he cuts through a fastball there, it's 1-1. Melvin hitting .253 on the season. And a left-handed hitter, native of Puerto Rico. Gets back in the box, the 1-1. Line drive into right field, that's down in front of Mitchell. A 1-out base knock for Melvin Rodriguez. He's now hit in both games of this series. And he's at first for Gustavo Pierre, who struck out looking his first time up. 2nd hit of the night for the Road Warriors. Now we'll see if Mitch can roll another double play. He got a 6-4-3 in the 2nd inning. It was Cuevas to Casilla over to Burgess. Not your average double play ball, I mean, in terms of the speed on the grounder out to short, but Cuevas a quick flip. Casilla, very quick turn, great throw to first. Move over to first, diving back is Rodriguez. He's in there. And now Pierre at the dish. Pierre, a right-handed hitter from La Romana, Dominican Republic. There's the pitch. Cue shot foul over towards the Revs dugout first base side. Foul ball, 0-2. 0-1, excuse me. One down in the inning, man on first, that's Rodriguez. Wilson over at third, a little bit off the line, playing a few steps behind the bag. Cuevas and Casilla pinching towards second for a double play ball. Casilla more towards the second base bag than Cuevas. Burgess holding the runner on at first. Big hole between first and second. The 0-1 pitch from Atkins. Line drive, foul ball down the left field line. Couple inches foul past Zach Wilson. Pierre hit it hard, but did not get it inside the chalk line. 0-2 the count. Revs lead at 5-0 over the Road Warriors. Top of inning number 4. Revs set a ton of season highs last night in their 19-3 win. The 16-run victory was their largest margin of victory this year. Previous high was a 10-run win against Southern Maryland. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, fastball, and Mitch Atkins gasses Pierre. Second strikeout of the inning, 4th of the game. And Mitch is on his game tonight. Well, Atkins is looking for his 3rd straight win. He's won his last 2. The 2 starts before that were no decisions. Started the season 0-3. There were a couple games where he could have gotten wins, left with the lead after 6 innings or working into the 6th, and the bullpen blew a lead for him, but that hasn't happened in a while. First pitch to the next batter, Jose Ruiz, is a ball outside, 1-0. Ruiz in left field tonight. One of the 2 hits for the Road Warriors, singled in the second. He was then erased on the double play ball. Mitch comes set, move to first. Rodriguez back diving again. Atkins looking to keep it a 5-0 game here in the 4th. Ruiz just recently added to the Road Warriors roster, did not play in last night's ball game. And the pitch, broken bat, grounder to first. Burgess snares it on the backhand on one hop. He steps on first himself, and the inning is over. The bat shard flies, but it doesn't hit anyone. 3 unassisted on the putout. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left in the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, see if the Revs can add to their 5-0 lead.
Brimmer has been York's license and notary specialist since 1969. An approved online messenger for PennDOT, it offers registration and driver's license renewals, online title transfers, money orders, and notary service, all with a friendly staff that guarantees your satisfaction. For more information on Brimmer's convenient hours and fast service, call 717-699-1060 in York or visit them on the web at brimmers.com. Brimmer Fast Licensing and Notary Service with 4 convenient locations in York and Lancaster.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're a family tradition. Our goal is to provide outstanding customer service and to make energy easy for you. From heating oil and propane to natural gas and electricity, our team can help. We also offer HVAC services, installation, maintenance, and service plans to keep your home safe and comfortable. In addition, our team can improve the quality of water in your home. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY. We make energy easy.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
This is Paul Fletcher. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Tyler Clark leads off the bottom of the 4th for the Revs. It's 5-0 York over the Road Warriors. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Revs. Clark, Gillies, and Travis Witherspoon. Clark grounded back to Lee his first time up. Michael Lee, who started tonight for the Road Warriors, back out for another inning. Tall, lanky right-hander. Gave up 3 runs in the first, 2 in the 3rd. Mitch Atkins has thrown 4 shutout innings on the other side. Clark takes a fastball that misses in the top of the zone. It's 1-0. Lee, 6'7", 220. Is not lacking size. Now he comes set out of the windup, the 1-0. Pitch misses a little bit off the plate and outside. It's 2-0. Lee, a native of Washington State, has reached as high as AAA, was with New Britain last season. Darryl mentioned previously pitched with the Lancaster Barnstormers as well. Clark swings 2-0 and comes up empty. Looked like a changeup there, and Lee is not throwing hard, but that pitch was effective right there, got Clark out in front. Tyler rocking the high socks again tonight, and why not? Hit a grand slam and a 3-run homer last night. The 2-1 inside, almost clipped his jersey, or at least the sleeve of it, and it's 3-1. So hitters count now for Flacco. It's what the Latino guys on the team call him. I mean, makes sense. He's tall and skinny. He's lanky. And the 3-1, Clark takes for a strike. It's full. Now, Tyler told me a few weeks ago that he's been Flacco every year of pro ball. Every season that he's been in professional baseball, the Hispanic guys have referred to him as Flacco, so he embraces it. 3-2. Slow hit ground ball out to third. Pierre gobbles it up, throws to first in time to get Clark. 5-3 on the putout. 1 up, 1 down in the bottom of the 4th. Well, now Tyson Gillies will get a shot. Gillies DHing tonight in the 9-hole. Has moved around this lineup a little bit since joining the team. Has played every outfield position already through 4 games with the Revs. Starting center, starting right, 2 and left. Now a chopper out to second. Rodriguez charges, picks it up, underhand flip to Valentin at first. And on 1 pitch, Michael Lee has the second out of the inning. 2 up, 2 down, back-to-back ground outs. Gillies picking early in the count. He's now 0 for 2. That brings up Travis Witherspoon. Revs lead at 5-0 in the bottom of the 4th. Witherspoon has struck out swinging each of his first 2 times up tonight in the 1st and 2nd respectively. Center field again tonight, as he has been every night that he's been in the lineup. His 41st start of the season in center tonight. First pitch he sees is a slider that misses low. It's 1-0. Revs have 7 hits already. 7 hits through 3 innings. None yet here in the 4th. 2 up, 2 down for Lee. No one on base. Now the 1-0 to Spoon. Spoon looks at it. A fastball in the outer half. Lee only touched 79 miles an hour on that pitch, so not throwing hard at all. Now comes with the 1-1. Spoon chops it foul. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Travis had an excellent night last night, and it's hard to single out anyone other than Tyler Clark last night. He was the one that stood out the most with the 2 homers and 7 RBI, but Spoon hit a solo homer. He went back-to-back with Clark. Spoon also doubled and singled. It was a triple shy of the cycle. 1-2, misses low and away. It gets by Rivera, but no one on base, no harm there. Spoon was 3 for 6 with 2 RBI. Drove 1 in on the double as well as the solo homer. And scored 2 runs. Everybody in the Revs lineup last night had at least 1 hit, and 8 of the 9 starters had 2 or more. The 2-2 to Spoon. In on the hands, he chops it foul to stay alive. It was a night of highs for the team in terms of season highs and also really just Revs franchise records. They were up there in the record books. It was the first time the Revs have had that many runs and hits in a game since 2012. Now on the 2-2 pitch, chopper foul down the third baseline as Chris Rivera, the catcher, will touch it in foul territory. And the inning continues. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs on Witherspoon, no one on base. 5-0 Revs, bottom 4. The 19 runs last night, the most the Revs have scored since August 31st, 2012, in a 22-6 win against the Long Island Ducks. That was the last time they had 20 hits in a game as well. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. Actually, a foul tip into the glove of Rivera. So Michael Lee comes back to get Spoon after a lengthy at-bat. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Lee, and after 4 full innings, the Revs lead the Road Warriors 5-0. Mitch Atkins back to work in the top of the 5th after this quick commercial break.
Have you heard? Royal Farms has gotten the national culinary recognition it deserves. Yeah, in Food and Wine magazine's article, 10 gas station foods across the country that are worth the detour, they put Royal Farms' world-famous chicken at the top of the list. Well, we've always known that Royal Farms has the best fried chicken, but now the whole world knows. So hurry into a Royal Farms to pick up some of their nationally recognized world-famous chicken before the world beats a path to their door. Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast.
If you own a tractor-trailer business, then you know the cost of having your rig down instead of on the road. Rivers Truck Center in Red Lion keeps your trucks on the road by providing a one-stop shop for all your trucking needs. Rivers handles full-service truck sales and carries a full line of parts for all makes and models, has their own full-service collision center, and provides 24-hour emergency towing and roadside assistance. Check out riverstruck.com for more info. There's a reason Rivers Truck Center has been in business for over 40 years. They really do care.
It is easy being green. In York County, trash is safely managed at a waste-to-energy facility where it is used as fuel to produce electricity. The electricity generated from trash is enough to power 20,000 homes. That's enough to light the entire city of York. Learn more at www.ycswa.com. Garbage is power.
This is Ryan Dent. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
5-0 Revs, top of the 5th inning. The Road Warriors, another tough night at the plate. Mitch Atkins has stifled them so far. The Road Warriors managed only 3 runs last night. They got them all against the Revs starter Logan Williamson, who went 5 innings and got the win. Combined 4 shutout innings from Zach Treese and Junior Rincon, 2 each last night in relief. Now Mitch Atkins looking to make it a 5th straight scoreless frame. He's allowed just 2 hits through 4 innings. He's gotten some early run support as well. 3 runs in the first for the Revs, 2 in the second. Zach Wilson's driven in 2 of the 5 runs. He's doubled twice. Lexi Casilla and Wellington Dotel have each scored 2 runs. Mitch back to work. He throws a ball to the backstop. And it's the leadoff man here in the inning, Geraldo Valentin. Well, Valentin, right-handed hitter, steps back into the box. A mainstay at first for this Road Warriors team. He hit into a double play his first time up. 1-0 pitch, fastball in the inner half for a strike. Good pitch there from Mitch. Good hold from Clark. It's 1-1. 5-0 Revs lead top 5. They have 7 hits in the game. On the 1-1, breaking pitch misses low. It's 2-1. Road Warriors are 16 games out of first place in the Liberty Division. They're 2-8 over their last 10. Revs, meanwhile, they're 8 out of first in the Freedom, 4-6 in their last 10. Now the 2-1 pitch, check swing fouled to the backstop. Valentin not happy that the ball caught the bat there. He wanted to check and hold up for the pitch to be a ball, but instead a strike, 2-2 the count. Valentin, Fernandez, Rivera, 5-6-7 for the Road Warriors. As Atkins awaits the sign from his catcher, Clark. Those two have worked exceptionally well together this season. The 2-2 fouled off the other way. And last night after the game, Mitch and Tyler were going over some notes together. I imagine they were notes that Tyler took during the game last night in the dugout. Didn't get a chance to ask if that's a regular thing, but know that Tyler likes to talk before games, in between innings with his pitchers. The 2-2 fastball misses high and in full. And Mitch, so dedicated to his craft, the guy, according to Jay Goss, stretches for 4 hours a day. Well, that's when he's pitching, of course. But I'm sure it's not far off that. 3-2 pitch, in on the hands of Valentin, but he fouls it into the seats. And the count remains full. No outs in the inning, no one on. Revs lead at 5-0 over the Road Warriors, top of inning number 5. Game 2 of a 4-game series that'll wrap up on Thursday. Game 2 of a 7-game homestand for the Revs. Now the 3-2 pitch from Mitch, another foul ball off the bat of Valentine. So he continues to pepper the stands behind home plate, a cheer from some fans. I'm sure somebody made a nice grab on that foul ball. The count remains 3-2. Valentine has fouled off, I believe that's 3 in a row. All on the outside corner. Mitch is trying to go away. We'll see if Clark maybe tries to set up in now. He does. The full count pitch in on the corner, but just misses. Right where Clark put the glove, but it's a ball according to home plate umpire James Clayton. And Valentine works out a walk. Saw at least 8 pitches in that at-bat. First batter that Mitch has walked in this one. The walk numbers for Mitch have really been down. He's only walked 5 over his last 4 starts combined. Pretty impressive numbers there. First tonight. He's also struck out 27 over his last 4 coming in. Great numbers there. That pitch is low, 1-0. So here's Jorge Fernandez, the switch hitter, back in right field tonight. Now he steps out. Sun has gone down here in the park. Lights starting to come on. Now Mitch set in the stretch, looks at first, now to the plate. Pitch fouled off. It's 1-1. Revs 4-3 this season against the Road Warriors. They lost 2 of 3 in the first series of the season in early May. Took 2 of 3 in late May. Won the first of 4 here last night, 19-3. Here's the 1-1 to Fernandez. Misses low and in. Clark smothers it in the dirt, keeps it in front. Valentine will just walk back to first base. No outs and a man on first for the Road Warriors, top of the 5th. They trail the Revs 5-0. Revs looking to go back a game over 500. They come in at 23-23. Road Warriors have been scuffling. They're 11-36. Fernandez will hit with a 2-1 count. Mitch comes set. Now the pitch. Hard hit ground ball past Michael Burgess at first, but it's a foul ball, according to Bill Worthington down the first base line. A hot shot that Burgess tried to backhand. It got to him on one, or got past him on one hop. Everybody will head back to where they were supposed to be. Valentine back to first. Fernandez a slow walk back to home plate. He'll pick up his bat. He'll be faced with a 2-2 count when he gets back in the box. Mitch looking for out number 1 here in the 5th. 4 scoreless for him so far. He's allowed just 2 hits. The leadoff walk to Valentine, his first free pass issued tonight. Ready on the mound, looks at first. Clark setting up outside. Here's the 2-2 pitch. This one's driven out to deep right center field. Giving chase is Mitchell. Spoon out there too, and Mitchell will just watch that one sail over the fence, a home run. A 2-run shot for Jorge Fernandez, and the Road Warriors are on the board. It's 5-2 in the top of the 5th. High fly ball out to right center that didn't get over by much out there, but all that matters is that it got over. Well, Mitch Atkins has surrendered his 8th home run of the season, the 16th extra base hit against Mitch. So the Road Warriors homer for the 2nd straight night as Fernandez and Valentine celebrate with their teammates down the third base line. They're clapping it up in the dugout. Still a 5-2 lead for Mitch. Still no outs in the inning. Here's Chris Rivera, the catcher. First pitch, fastball outer half for a strike. Good pitch from Mitch there, 89 on the gun. He's consistently been around 89. I mentioned this is the 8th homer that Mitch has given up. Here's the 0-1 pitch, fouled into the netting. He gave up 3 homers in 1 game in Lancaster early on in the season. That was on May 4th. He only went 3 2/3 in that game, gave up 12 hits, 10 earned runs. 3 of those 12 hits were long balls. The 0-1 to Rivera, swing and a miss there. Oh, it was, I guess I missed a pitch at some point there. So Rivera strikes out, pitch in the dirt. And that's another punch out for Mitch. Out number 1 in the 5th, and that's strikeout number 5 for Atkins. So the strikeout numbers continue to go up for Mitch. He struck out 8 in his last start. That was a season high. Only walked 1 in that start in Southern Maryland. That was really his best start of the season. Went 7 innings in that game. And with 1 down, first pitch swinging is the 8-hitter Edwin Gomez. He's DHing tonight. Did the same last night. Well, he started at DH, came in to play third base later in the game, which moved Gustavo Pierre to short, and that happened because Osvaldo Martinez, the shortstop, came in to pitch the bottom of the 8th for the Road Warriors, making his second pitching appearance in pro ball. The 0-1 pitch. Hot shot to Casilla. He falls down, making the grab. Throw to first, off balance. Throws from a knee and gets out number 2. On one hop, it got to Casilla. He fell to the seat of his pants on the edge of the outfield grass. And really in one motion, submarine threw it to first. And it works as a 4-3 ground out. Now Anthony Ray, the center fielder, will hit with 2 outs and no one on. So Mitch has come back after allowing the 2-run home run to Fernandez with a strikeout and a ground out. Now trying to check his swing is Ray. Appeal down to third. No swing, says Brian DeBrouwer. The count's 1-0. 5-2 lead for the Revs, top of the 5th. Road Warriors have 2 in the inning on the home run. 3 hits now for them in the game. 1-0 from Mitch. Fastball outside. Good setup from Clark. The pitch was low in the zone. Hitting the glove, pinpoint accuracy there from the veteran right-hander. 1-1 the count on the left-handed hitting Ray. The pitch sent into right center field. Spoon giving chase. He dives. Did he make the grab? No. It hits the heel of his glove. Comes out. And stopping at first with a single is Anthony Ray. Thought about 2 for a moment, but then came back to first. Valiant effort from Spoon out there in right center. I didn't think he had even an opportunity to dive for that, but he got close enough, used his wheels to get there. Trapped it in front of him. With the 2-out single for Ray. Third base runner of the inning for the Road Warriors' second hit. Ray's now 1 for 2. Back to the top of the order. Here's Martinez. Mentioned earlier about the pitching appearance last night. Gave up 4 runs in the inning. Moved to first from Atkins. Diving back is Ray. So it wasn't a successful outing for Martinez, but he did save another Road Warriors pitcher from having to pitch an inning. They were trying to conserve bullpen use last night. First pitch to Martinez. Fastball outside corner, 0-1. Kelvin Villa went just 3 innings last night for the Road Warriors. That forced Chris Tribett to come in the 4th. They ended up using William Gabay after and then went to Martinez. So didn't use a ton of pitching. The 0-1 to the right-handed hitter. Slider misses out. It's 1-1. 2 outs in the inning. Anthony Ray leads off first. A 5-2 lead for the Revs, top 5. The Revs did not come out lackadaisical today. They put up 5 through the first 3 innings after the 19 spot last night. 1-1 to Osvaldo, fouled into the netting behind home plate. It's 1-2. Clark will get a new baseball to Atkins. And now Mitch 1 strike away from getting out of what's been a tough 5th inning for him. Mitch trying to get through 5 innings for the 5th straight start. He went just 5 or more in 1 of his first 5 starts, so it's really been a tale of 2 seasons for him so far. He split the... Now runner goes, throw down from Clark is high, and Anthony Ray beats the play at second. A stolen base for Ray. He looked runnerish earlier in the at-bat from Martinez. And Ray down safely to second base. And for Ray, that's his 4th stolen base of the season in 7 attempts. He has not been too successful stealing bags this year. Now he leads off second. The 2-2 pitch to Martinez. Fastball right down the middle, strike 3. Atkins picks up another K. Give him 2 in the inning. And we'll let you know the total he has next inning because I can't add him up that fast. But after 4.5 innings, Mitch Atkins has looked good. He's given up just 2 runs. And after 4.5, the Revs will take a 5-2 lead in the bottom of the 5th. Don't go anywhere. You're listening on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32 grand. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6 to $8 grand. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. Brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
This is Chang Choi, athletic trainer of the York Revolution. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
5-2 Revs, bottom 5. Michael Lee back out to work for the Road Warriors, eating up some innings for them tonight. He allowed 5 runs through the first 3 innings, but nothing in the 4th. Faces Alexi Casilla, Wellington Dotel, Jared Mitchell, 2-3-4 in the Revs order in the bottom of the 5th. 1-0 the count on Casilla. And the pitch, breaking ball in for a strike, and it's been a steady diet of off-speed stuff and sliders specifically from Michael Lee. 1-1 the count on the switch, hitting Casilla, batting from the left side. And the pitch, hot shot down the third base line, but foul. Somebody in the Road Warriors bullpen fielded that on a hop. Casilla 2 for 2. 2 singles, one of them an infield hit. He scored 2 runs. He stole third base on a double steal with Dotel earlier in the game. Looking to make it a 3 for 3 night. The 1-2 pitch. Hard hit ground ball backhanded by Valentin at first base. He takes it himself over to the bag, calling off Lee. And it will not be a 3-hit night, at least for now, for Casilla. He grounds out 1 up, 1 down in the 5th. 5 straight retired by Lee. Got the final out of the 3rd inning, then a 1-2-3 4th. And now the first out of the 5th. This is the first start of the season for Michael Lee. Comes in 0-1 with a 2.45 ERA and 2 relief appearances. Just 3 2/3 innings. Giving up 1 run, it was earned on 3 hits. As Dotel takes a fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Opponents hitting .231 against Lee coming in. Small sample size, though. The 0-1 fouled away down the right field side. And Darryl, I think that .231 opponent batting average has gone up just a little bit tonight.
A little bit. Revs have made him work. I was just checking. Last night they made Villa throw 82 pitches in 3. Tonight they made Lee throw 81 through the first 4.
That pitch count up. The 0-2 to Dotel. Fastball misses way up and in. Dotel backs out of the way. And the count's 1-2. 1 out in the inning, now 1 on. 5-2 lead for the Revs. It was a 5-0 lead in the top of the 5th, but Jorge Fernandez hit a 2-run homer for the Road Warriors. 1-2. Dotel flicks his bat at it and gets a piece. Chops one over to the Road Warriors dugout to stay alive. 1-2. How about Wellington, Darryl? It seems like every night we find him as a topic of conversation. 2 more hits tonight. He's hitting all but 5 games this season with the Revs.
He's just so consistent. They most definitely have gotten the player that they envision, the player they've seen over the years.
1-2 pitch to Dotel. High fastball that's chopped foul down the first baseline. Former player of the year in the Atlantic League with Bridgeport, I believe.
Yeah.
It was Bridgeport, that's right.
Yeah, and you never liked seeing him come up when he was on the opposition.
Stole a lot of bags the season he won Player of the Year. I believe it was over 40. We've seen his ability to steal bags too this year. 1-2 pitch. Chopper back to Lee, fields it on a hop. Takes his time, throws low to first, but Valentine grabs it. And Dotel is retired. Well, I mentioned he had hit in all but 5 games this year with the Revs, so with the 2 hits tonight, he now has at least 1 hit in 31 of 36 games with the Revs. That's after 8 games of hitting under 200 with Sugar Land to start the year. Well, 6 in a row retired by Lee. Here's the left-handed hitting Jared Mitchell. He's rocking the high socks tonight. First pitch he sees is a pitch down in the zone and away, 1-0. 5-2 lead for the Revs, bottom 5. 3 runs in the first. The first run came home on Mitchell's sac fly to right. Another came home on a wild pitch. Then Burgess singled one home. Well, the 1-0 to Jared. He takes for a strike on the outer half. 79 on the gun. So it was 3-0 Revs after 1, then 2 more runs scored in the third. Zach Wilson brought both home on a double to left field. The 1-1, Mitchell flails at it and comes up empty. A changeup diving down. Count goes to 1-2. 2 outs in the inning, no one on. Lee looking for his second straight 1-2-3 frame. Revs are stuck on 7 hits. They had 7 hits after the third. Road Warriors have 4 in the game. Lee shakes off Rivera, now gets the pitch he likes. The 1-2 pitch out of the windup, swing and a miss, change up down in the zone. That's nasty. 7 in a row retired by Lee. Mitchell throws the bat in the helmet. And it's another 1-2-3 inning. Revs go down in order in the 5th, but after 5 full, they still lead it by 3. It's a 5-2 game. Going to the top of the 6th here on WOYK. Stick with us.
You know, something funny happens when people buy their dream home. They can both look at the same thing and see it in an entirely different way. He sees a man cave, while she sees an art room.
Hi, my name is Ryan Scott with J.G. Wentworth Home Lending, and this has become a common theme from our happy customers. With our competitive rates, quick process, and close-on-time guarantee, why would you choose another mortgage company to finance your dreams? Call us today at 855-JGW-LEND so we can get you on your path towards home ownership.
J.G. Wentworth Home Lending will take care of all the details of purchasing your home so you can focus on what to do once you move in. You know, will that great backyard be a beautiful garden? Or a beautiful new pool? Yeah, that's one detail we'll leave up to you. Call 855-JGW-LEND today. Mortgage loans offered by J.G. Wentworth Home Lending, LLC. 3550 Commission Court, Woodbridge, Virginia. NMLS ID 2925. NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Equal housing lender.
I'm a meal delivery engineer. You know, a server. And I love it. But now, with Keno from the Pennsylvania Lottery, this place is livelier than 2-for-1 app night. See, while I guide my guests from nachos to gnocchi, they're picking numbers to win cash with drawings every 4 minutes. Keno's fun, exciting, and goes with everything on the menu. Except maybe the 4-alarm fries. Stay away from those. Keno, it's here. Play it at your favorite bar or restaurant.
Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Revs lead it by 3, a 5-2 score in the top of the 6th inning. Nice night for a ball game. Much less hot than it was last night here at the park. It was just hot, humid, and sticky last night, but really nice night tonight as Atkins misses outside with the ball to Melvin Rodriguez, leading things off for the Road Warriors in the top of the 6th. 2, 3, 4 in their order. Rodriguez back at second today. He started there last night but did not finish the game. The 1-0 pitch, that one misses a little bit outside as well. Clark wanted it there, but Rodriguez didn't offer. 2-0. Rodriguez 1 for 2 tonight. Came in hitting .253. And another 2-0 pitch. That's outside again, almost the same spot. So Mitch clearly wants to go out there and paint the outside black. But he's missed a little bit on all three. Now the 3-0 pitch. Taking all the way is Rodriguez, and even before it could be called the ball, he threw his bat over toward the Road Warriors dugout. That's a 4-pitch walk to start the 6th. Bullpen action for the Revs. Somebody's loosening up down there. Did you get a chance to see who it was, Darryl?
I missed that. I know Luis Cruz is catching him.
Yeah.
Does that help?
It's not Sandy, I knew that. Helps a little bit.
Oh, here we go.
Now Robert Carson getting loose, and now Fletch out for a chat with Atkins. This has to be to buy some time. And it's always a red flag when you're deep into a game and your starting pitcher walks the first batter of an inning after he's labored through the previous inning.
Yeah, he was cruising in the first 4. The leadoff walk is what started last inning, then the 2-run homer. Obviously, he'll be looking to follow up the leadoff walk a little bit differently this inning, but another good start for him. Just looking to avoid some further trouble here in the 6th. Keep this lead where it is.
Fletch getting some face time early in the game, out for a visit. Now Mitch will pitch out of the stretch. Righty on righty. Here's Gustavo Pierre, the K-man. He's gone down twice on strikes. First pitch, fastball outer half for a strike 0-1. Rodriguez over at first after walking. He's now reached base safely his last 2 times up. Pierre went down looking in the first, swinging in the 4th. Mozzarella sticks for everybody. Well, the 0-1 pitch for Mitch, swing and a miss. Good pitch, change up down in the zone. Count goes to 0-2. 5-2 lead for the Revs. Top of inning number 6. Revs looking to take game 2 of this series and clinch at least a series split. A win tonight will put them back over 500. Mitch looks at first, and the pitch to the plate. Fastball off the plate. James Clayton thought about it. He looked like he wanted to call a strike there and just did not pull the trigger. 1 ball and 2 strikes, no outs, man on first. Revs holding a 3-run lead. Scores 5-2. Pitch low in the zone for a ball, 2-2. Well, Atkins has thrown 8 pitches this inning, 6 have been balls. Trying to get himself through the 6th, or at least help out Carson and get something here in the 6th. Left-handed hitter on deck in Jose Ruiz. Could be Atkins' last batter. Could be. Now the 2-2. Popped up right side of the diamond, foul territory. Burgess and Clark giving chase by the Revs dugout, and Burgess will run out of room over there on the railing. It gets out of play.
That poor bat boy. He sees Clark and Burgess coming right at him, and he's trying to figure out which way to go. That's a frightening sight. He had nowhere to go.
Big man over there at first base. Also, big man behind the plate too, and Clark. Burgess has a little bit more bulk. Revs have a lot of size on this team. 2-2 the count with no outs and a man on first. Pierre back ready to hit. Atkins taking the sign from Clark. Now comes set at the chest. His 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Slider low in the zone. Another punch out for Atkins. Strikeout number 7, and he has the first out of the 6th inning.
I love the way he worked him there. He got ahead. A couple of fastballs just out of the zone that the hitter couldn't do anything with. You maybe get the call. If not, no big deal. You maybe get him to swing. If not, no big deal. And then gets him on that pitch.
Well, that was right. That did have a chance to be the last batter for Atkins, and it turns out it is. With the lefty Jose Ruiz coming to the plate, the Revs will turn it over to Robert Carson out of the bullpen. 5 1/3 strong for Mitch Atkins. He leaves in line for the win. We'll tell you more about Carson when we come back here on WOYK.
As you clean it out, keep in mind Community Aid's looking for your lucky leftovers. After you wrap up your yard sale, donate what's left over at your closest Community Aid Drive-Up Donation Center. They're attached to each of Community Aid's incredible thrift stores in our area: Hanover, Harris, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Mechanicsburg, and Selinsgrove. Community Aid wants your lucky leftovers to help more than 750 local charities. Learn more at communityaid.net. But don't forget, give your lucky leftovers to Community Aid. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Carmen Fusco Pro Baseball and Softball Academy in New Cumberland offers a variety of lesson plans for every budget. Owner Carmen Fusco has 38 years of Major League Baseball experience, and our staff is made up entirely of professional instructors, including Carmen Fusco, Sam Knott, TJ Cronenberger, and Lisa Baker. We offer one-on-one private instruction, camps and clinics, and year-round travel ball programs focused on developing the player. We differ from other facilities because we offer professional instruction with Major League Baseball techniques. We also provide free college placement for our athletes. Conveniently located off I-83 between Harrisburg and York, check out Carmen Fusco Pro Baseball and Softball Academy in New Cumberland and go online to fuscoprobaseball.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Hey, this is Jacoby Jones, Super Bowl champ, Dancing with the Stars. If y'all didn't vote for me, it's y'all fault I lost, but you're listening to the radio, WOYK 1350, baby.
Revs holding a 5-2 lead in the top of the sixth. They'll turn it over to Robert Carson out of the pen. Atkins goes 5 in the third innings. Line is not closed. He's responsible for the runner on first. He can win it. He cannot lose it. He's given up just 4 hits. He struck out 7 and walked 2 over 5 and a third. And now left on left with Jose Ruiz at the dish. First pitch from Carson misses low and away. It's 1-0. Carson inherits a runner on first. He's inherited 5 runners this season, 2 of them in scoring position, and none have scored. Oh, good job there from Rob when he inherits runners. 1-1 pitch, popped up foul over our heads in the press box. Count evens up at 1. So Atkins is in line for his 3rd straight win. That would bring his record to 3-3 after it was 0-3 just 3 starts ago. 1-1 the count with 1 down and a man on. Carson's pitch to Ruiz. This one's lifted into shallow left field, but that'll tail out of play into the seats, foul. Count goes to 1-2. Revs holding a 3-run lead. The Revs haven't scored since the 3rd inning, but they've led the whole way. The only 2 runs in the game for the Road Warriors came on Jorge Fernandez's 2-run homer to right center field. Just getting over the wall out there. That was in the top of the 5th. Atkins works into the 6th inning, but doesn't get through it. Carson looks at first. 1-2 the count on Ruiz. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball fouled off, and the count stays at 1-2. Carson's last outing was on Saturday night in Southern Maryland. Game 2 of the doubleheader. Worked 2 1/3 out of the bullpen, but got the loss. He gave up the walk-off hit with the bases loaded in that game. Surrendered 4 hits. Just 1 run, though. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, slider on the outer half. And Carson picks right up where Mitch Atkins left off. 8 strikeouts in the game for Revs pitching. First for Carson. And now Valentin will hit with 2 outs and a man on first. How about Rob coming out of the pen right there, Darryl?
Yeah, Ruiz, a guy that can do some damage. He's been a really good hitter in this league, albeit a few years back, but they didn't want the Road Warriors to get right back in it with him at the plate.
First pitch to Valentin is down in the zone. 1-0 the count. Revs up 5-2, top 6. Melvin Rodriguez, who led off the inning with a walk, is still at first base. Pierre and Ruiz, respectively, going down swinging. Carson looking to get the final out of the 6th. Got to imagine he comes back out for the 7th. Leg kick and the pitch. Fastball outside corner for a strike. 1-1. Really nice sky in the distance tonight. Some light blue, a little cloud cover. Lights are on, though. Still some daylight piercing through. Move over to first, and diving back is Rodriguez. He's safe.
Yeah, this beats last night as far as weather goes.
I mean, were your hands just really sticky by the 7th inning?
Yeah.
Maybe earlier?
Yeah, it was awful.
It's a muggy night. Can deal with this, though. This is nice. Move over to first again. They thought they had Rodriguez leaning. Safest call from Bill Worthington. Burgess a quick tag. Carson a deceptive move. I thought he was going to the plate.
So did Rodriguez. That was slow motion with him diving back. He was very fortunate.
1-1 the count on the batter, Valentin. Rodriguez a short lead off first now. And the pitch, 1-2, hot shot to short. Cuevas has it on one hop. Underhand flip to Casilla at second. And the inning is over. A 6-4 the fielder's choice to end the 6th inning. Robert Carson out of the pen, retires the only 2 batters he faces. And the inning is over. The line is closed on Mitch Atkins, just 2 runs through 5 1/3. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th and see if the Revs can add to their 5-2 lead.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Planning your next visit to York? Book your stay at Courtyard by Marriott. Conveniently situated near local businesses, shopping, dining, downtown, and local attractions, Courtyard by Marriott features a state-of-the-art lobby, inviting flexible spaces to work or relax, free Wi-Fi, our well-equipped fitness center, and the bistro offering healthy options and refreshing choices, including Starbucks and an evening bar. Your stay is sure to be more comfortable, productive, and enjoyable than ever before. Courtyard by Marriott, 2799 Concord Road in York. Book your stay at 717-840-7840.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Hi, this is United States Olympic gold medalist Jenny Finch. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350. WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Home half of the 6th, the Revs nursing a 3-run lead. It's 5-2 York over the Road Warriors, and Zach Wilson, who's driven in 2 runs tonight, 3 runs tonight. No, it is 2. I was right first time. He's at the dish to lead off the bottom of the 6th. Wilson, Burgess, and Cuevas 5, 6, 7. New pitcher into the ball game for the Road Warriors is Zek Zinicola. Not Zach, it's Zek. So he will pitch the 6th inning for the Road Warriors. 5 innings, 5 runs, all of them earned for Michael Lee, whose day is done. Wilson fouls the first pitch off that he sees out of play. It's 0-1. 5-2 Revs, bottom 6. They haven't scored since the 3rd inning. And when they did score in the 3rd inning, it was Wilson that brought both home. The 2 RBI double, his 2nd straight multi-RBI game. Looking to make it a multi-hit. Well, looking to make it a 3-hit game. A hard hit ball in the hole is short, backhanded by Martinez. Long throw to first, dug out by Valentin. The backhand flip to second on the throw around from Valentin. And that's 1 down. Nice play by Martinez going in the hole. Wilson's bid for a 3rd hit is thwarted. It's now 2 for 3. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th for the 6-hitter Michael Burgess.
Zach against Zach. Just watching him run down the line, giving it all he has with that sore leg. Little ginger going into the dugout, but he's been playing through it.
Burgess an RBI single earlier tonight. First pitch swinging, he sends one out to deep left center field, and that ball is not coming back. Crashing into the left center field wall is the center fielder for the Road Warriors, Anthony Ray. Burgess will have to circle the bases because he just hit a home run, but Anthony Ray went crashing into the wall in left center. Everybody that can help is going out to help. Burgess circles the bases. A solo homer for Mike, his 7th of the season. Chong out to left center. Rafael Montalvo, the pitching coach for the Road Warriors, is out there. Ellie Rodriguez out of the dugout. all of the Road Warriors outfielders, and I believe 2 of their infielders are out there. Ray crashed into the left center field wall trying to rob the home run from Burgess that just got out, and Ray went down in a heap immediately, and by the looks of it, it's pretty serious. He went down immediately like I just said. Everybody, before Burgess finished his trot, went out there. So it is a solo homer for Burgess. It did get out on the fly. It's not like it was tipped out or anything, but for the Road Warriors, more important concerns right now. It's not the first time they've had an issue with injuries here in this park.
No. It puts a damper on Burgess's home run. I mean, even he's looking back concerned. And this ballpark's got some of the charm, involves some nooks and crannies and hard walls like the arch nemesis and the LED board that can be unforgiving.
Well, Ray is up now. A huge standing ovation from the crowd. Don't know yet if he's going to stay in the game. Eli Rodriguez and Rafael Montalvo are out there, and it looks like now he's going to come out. Road Warriors trainer Jeremy Bender out there. Chong Choi, the Revs trainer, went out for assistance, and they're going to walk him into the dugout. I mean, this is hard of a sound I've heard for an outfielder crashing into an outfield wall in a while. I mean, that's just the area out there where you don't want to crash into it. It's an LED sign out there and not padding. The padding's behind it.
Yeah, he went full tilt, full speed into it. I mean, he had no slowdown for his own regard. He was trying to make an incredible grab. He came close, to his credit, and everybody relieved that he's able to walk off under his own power.
Great news there from Anthony Ray, being able to walk off. He's not being helped in any way. It's not like he's walking with an arm on somebody else. He's walking on his own. Maybe a little bit of a limp in his step. Gonna have to get him checked out. He took a huge shot to the right side of his body, crashing into that wall. Matt Hibbert, who was getting the night off tonight, is pressed into duty. He'll take over in center field. So Ray exits the game, and Ray was having a decent night offensively, lined out on a ball that he hit well, and then a single and a stolen base his next time up. So his night is over. Jose Cuevas is the new batter. Zach Zinicola threw a few warm-up pitches for the Road Warriors. With 1 down and no one on, Cuevas fouls the first pitch back into the netting. It's 0-1. Solo home run for Michael Burgess. It's the Revs' first homer of the night. Both teams have now homered in each game of this series. Burgess now retakes the team lead with 7. He was tied with Ryan Dent at 6. The 0-1 to Cuevas, in on the hands, popped up over the Revs dugout into foul territory. Burgess really smoked that ball out to left center. And I mentioned how everybody went out to check on Ray before Burgess was even at third base. He was about a third of the way to third when everybody was just on a sprint out to check on Ray. Burgess, he has to round the bases there and finish up the trot. But, I mean, there was immediate concern from Mike and everybody on the Revs side as well. Chong was out there. That's scary to see, and pretty good sign that Ray was able to walk off the field. The 0-2 to Cuevas, popped up foul out of play again.
Well, there's a ton of stadiums now that have those LED boards built into the wall, and they are not forgiving. And they're designed to be able to withstand a hard hit ball hitting those lights.
Well, the 0-2 again to Cuevas, low in the dirt for a ball. I guess not so much a body.
No, I was genuinely concerned that we might have a really bad situation because he was down and not getting up. But as it turns out, fortunately, I guess, for tonight anyway, we have had worse.
Yeah. 1-2 on Cuevas, the pitch. Blooped out of play, foul again. A slider low in the zone, fouled off.
We had the one earlier this year with the Road Warriors when Luis Cruz came around for an inside the Parker. That was two outfielders colliding. And back in 2011, Kenny Kelly ran into a wall here, had to go to the hospital.
1-2 again to Cuevas, low and outside for a ball. There's one down in the inning, no one on base. Burgess has hit a solo homer in the inning. First run the Revs have scored since the third. What happened after that when
he was
in the hospital?
Yeah, he was back maybe 3 weeks later. Actually did an interview with CBS 21 when he came back.
Cuevas sends this one out to deep right field. Going back on it is Fernandez, ranging towards the right field corner. He makes the grab for out number 2. Zinicola comes back and gets an out after allowing the home run. Should mention that the home run for Burgess was his second hit of the night. Now 4 different starters for the Revs have 2 hits in the game. Casilla, Dotel, Wilson, and now Burgess. Burgess playing tonight for the first time since game 1 on Saturday in Southern Maryland. Was hit on the kneecap late in the game and had not played since, was day-to-day. Here's Tyler Clark with 2 down. First pitch swinging, chopper out to short. Martinez charges, backhands, throw to first, low, but Valentin grabs it over at the bag. A solo homer in the inning for the Revs, that's all they get. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors and none left. Michael Burgess takes the team lead in homers with 7, and after 6 full innings of play, it's 6-2 Revs. We'll head to the top of the 7th next. Darrell Henry taking back over on the play-by-play.
Rutter's has all your favorite seafood options. Tavern battered cod sandwich, crispy fried shrimp with bada bing dipping sauce, flavorful crab and corn chowder, just to name a few. Rutter's Seafood. One try and you'll be hooked. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else for seafood?
Planning your summer vacation? Looking to take care of those long overdue home improvements? Hello, I'm Tara Hauser, Vice President of Marketing at First Capital Federal Credit Union. Make all your dreams come true with a home equity loan from First Capital FCU. For a limited time, take advantage of a 7-year home equity loan of $10,000 or more with an annual percentage rate as low as 3.99%. Visit firstcapitalfcu.com or stop by any branch to apply. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania delivers natural gas to 423,000 customers. Our commitment is to do it reliably, efficiently, and most importantly, safely. If you smell, hear, or see any sign of a natural gas problem, evacuate immediately and call 911 from a safe location. The most obvious indication of a problem in your home would be a rotten egg odor. For more information on natural gas safety, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com. Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania, reminding you about natural gas safety.
Rutter's Hot Dog Extravaganza is here. Rutter's Kunzler hot dogs and brand new corn dogs are only 2 for $2. Our amazing Kunzler bacon wrapped cheddar dogs and sausages are only 2 for $4. Earn 2 cents on fuel for every deal purchased. Must scan rewards card. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Out of the 7th inning, Robert Carson stays on. Got the final 2 outs of the 6th for Mitch Atkins, who looks for a 3rd straight win tonight. Revs with a 6-2 lead. Michael Burgess adding to it on a shot that just pierced through the sky in left center. Line drive the other way. Anthony Ray did all he could, but ends up leaving the game, did walk off under his own power. Jorge Fernandez leads off. First pitch fastball is a called strike from Carson, whose last 2 outings have seen him go parts of 3 innings Saturday night and 5 innings and a start. 0-1 and a line drive deep left field. Dotel fakes a play. He'll turn and play it off the Corona sign, and he'll fire towards second, holding Fernandez to a single. It hit the arch nemesis on the fly just right of the manual scoreboard and only goes for 1 base.
That was a pretty convincing glove fake. Because of that white sign out there in left field, it's tough to see the ball off of it. Now, we both knew that ball was over his head off the way it went off the bat, but for Fernandez running, he might not have known, and Dotel played that perfectly.
Only the 5th hit for the Road Warriors. Atkins gave up just 4. Here's Chris Rivera. And a fastball. It's a called strike outside corner. Carson, multiple innings. Last 2 outings, including the start. Back on for in the 7th inning here. And the 0-1. It's in tight, a ball on Rivera, who Atkins struck out both times tonight. Atkins 5 1/3, 2 runs on 4 hits, 2 walks, 7 Ks. 5th straight start with 6 strikeouts or more. And the 1-1, it's in the dirt. Clark knocks it right against the plate with the glove. 6-2 the lead for the Revs. And Fernandez, who we have identified as a switch hitter, accounted. Yeah, now it is. Accounted for their 2 runs in the 5th with a homer from the left side. Had that leadoff single from the right. Here's a ground ball to short, right to Cuevas. Feeds Casilla, and the turn to first. It's another double play. The second turn by those 2 tonight. It goes 6-4-3, and the base is cleared off with 2 away.
Easy turn there for Cuevas and Casilla. They didn't have to rush that one as much as the last one. Good turn. Those 2 have worked well together.
That was 100% tailor-made. Cuevas saw some action at second when they were giving Casillas some time to recoup. He's in it short tonight, giving Dent the night off. Here's Gomez. He swings and fouls one off the net. He's a switch hitter as well, batting right-handed. Fly out and a ground out tonight for him. Picturesque skies. The sun has set. Twilight here. And the pitch, it is up and away. 1-1. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors for York. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Road Warriors. We flew in from Sugar Land yesterday. Carson, the 1-1, and a line drive over short. Cuevas leaping, but a little bit too high. No Gomez, a base hit into left center, but it comes with 2 outs. And Carson, in his last outing, had a lot of base runners, but got a big double play to extend that game Saturday. For a reliever, he really induces a lot of double plays. He has all year, and thus that's only a 2-out single.
Well, Carson in that last outing in Southern Maryland, the leadoff man reached all 3 times against him in that extra inning game, and that's part of what eventually was the unraveling for the Revs.
Here's Hibbert, and he swings first pitch, fouls it back onto the roof. He is in the spot vacated by Ray.
And it wasn't Carson who blew the lead in that game. He had to pitch and come in tough spots with the game tied. But you saw the domino effect that it was trending in Southern Maryland's direction on that night.
The 0-1 and a fastball, a hair low. Hibbert, who took over in center, hitting at 159. No homers, 2 batted in. He did start last night in center field. Stretch from Rob, the pitch. It's outside, 2-1. 6-2 the lead here in the 7th inning. Now ready. And the 2-1, swinging a foul against the netting. Carson keeps attacking with fastballs, evens it up 2-2. Our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard. New Britain staying hot. They lead Southern Maryland 10-1 in the 8th. Lancaster at home now trails Somerset 4-2 in the 5th. The stretch. And the 2-2 just missed inside. He was walking off the mound, went into a big high leg kick trot in some disbelief, trying not to show up the umpire, did a little dance. It's 3-2. And Gomez will be on the move on the next one. Rob ready with it. And the payoff pitch, swinging a bouncer foul, third base side. We'll do it again. One other game right now, 6th inning, Sugar Land, a 4-1 lead at Long Island. Coming in tonight, the first half races, Somerset in the Liberty Division, 1 game in front of Long Island. Right now, Patriots lead, Ducks trail. Lancaster's lead is 3 over Sugar Land. Could be 2 if those scores hold. Pitch here is just a tad high. And that one was also close as Carson again walks to the side frustrated. He catches the throwback barehanded. And it is first and second for the top of the order, Osvaldo Martinez. And Fletch will head out to the mound, sensing Carson's frustration.
I mean, there was a point this season where Fletch and Mace both just never really had to make visits, and guys didn't get in trouble in innings as much. And now recently, Fletch has been out for a lot of conversations, and it's later in the season. Guys are going deeper. Guys are coming in more key situations, so there's more to talk about. Well, now Anthony Ray is going to be walked to the clubhouse with Jeremy Bender, the Road Warriors trainer, and somebody else. He's holding an ice pack on his head.
Oh.
At least I think it's an ice pack.
Well,
I got to check him for a concussion.
Yeah. Hopefully he comes through all of that okay. Here's Martinez. 2 on, 2 out. First pitch. It is right down the middle for a strike. Timely visit from Fletch, the Revs second, trying to make sure the Road Warriors don't get right back in this. Martinez 0 for 3, 2 Ks against Atkins tonight. Here's the 0-1. And he swings, grounds to third, off the glove of Wilson, and down the line in left. Gomez around to score. Hibbert hustles and slides in at third, beating the throw. It's 6-3. And Wilson decided to play that to the backhand. It was near the line. He waited back on it, and he ended up getting an in-between hop. Tried to come up with the glove, and it might have tipped off the end at the most going into left field. And that's one where, you know, that groin might bother him a little bit. Maybe he goes sideways, tries to get in front of it if he's feeling better. Now they're going to give Martinez a hit on it. 6-3, RBI single. Here is Melvin Rodriguez. First pitch is up and away, ball 1.
Road Warriors have done a good job chipping away tonight. That 2-run homer in the 5th, and they've kept it close. Only 1 run for the Revs since the 3rd.
Left on left here, tying run at the plate. Carson missing away on the next one. It's a 2-0 count. We've seen the Road Warriors this year, they don't fold. Rodriguez tonight 1 for 2, single and a walk. Here's the 2-0. And he swings, pokes it off the end of the bat to third. Another chance for Wilson. He pumps and goes to second, hitting Casilla on the fly as he cut across just ahead of Martinez. Wilson says, "My bad. Didn't realize Alexi was playing the hitter to pull, and he really had to bust it to get there." But the inning's over. 1 run is all they score. 3 hits, 2 left. Stretch time at the bank. It's York 6, Road Warriors 3.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
Hi, this is Mark Mason. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK.
Bottom of the seventh, now 6-3. Revs once again a 3-run lead. Burgess the solo homer in the 6th. Road Warriors inch back with a 2-out hit in the 7th. 6-3. Gillies leads off and takes a strike outside corner from Zinicola, who stays in. He allowed the solo shot to Burgess in the 6th inning, retired the other 3. Gillies tonight, 2 at-bats, 2 groundouts. Spoon and Casilla will follow. Going back to the top of the order next. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a dribbler foul over to Spoon on deck. He picks it with the right hand. 0-2. Zinicola was previously in this league with Sugarland. Rafael Montalvo was his pitching coach there. He fires, and it is just outside, 1-2. In fact, at one point, he had been retired, and he came back and had a really good year out of the Sugarland bullpen a couple of years back. 4th outing for him this year. A 1-2, and it's in the dirt. The home run allowed to Burgess, the first hit and run that Zinicola's given up. Now in 3 1/3 innings. He's been as high as AAA in his career. Now sets. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Fastball in under Gillies' hands. Gets him swinging. Zinicola was a 6th round pick of the Nationals in 06 out of Arizona State. Same alma mater as Zach Wilson. And Wilson a few years after Zinicola, who's now 33 years old. Here's Witherspoon, who's been struck out all 3 times tonight. Came in hot. First pitch, it is a fastball for a strike. Picturesque sky here at dusk. 6-3 lead for the Revs. Zinicola from Loma Linda, California. There's the 0-1. And a swing and a ground ball off the side of the mound. Helps funnel it over to the second baseman, Rodriguez. He throws to first. Hit sharply, but the side of the mound kicked it. Slight change of direction right toward Rodriguez, who backhanded the big hop. 2 away. Revs have Grant Sides up in the bullpen. Might see him in the 8th tonight. They have 3, 4, 5 in the order. Maybe they use him against the tougher part of the lineup coming up an inning earlier. Here's Alexi. First pitch. He tries to bunt his way on. It's a beauty. Zinicola in toward third, slips and throws it away. And he rolls over on his back. He'll be helped up. Cleat slipped. He's fine. Second baseman Rodriguez made a beeline over toward the first base line to back it up. And it's a bunt hit for Casilla, who's 3 for 4 in his return to the lineup tonight.
That was really nice. That's textbook right there. You want to know how to bunt for a hit, you just take a clip from Alexi Casilla. That was smooth. Deadened it off the bat. Perfect positioning, perfect speed on the roll of the grass, and that was a hit from the time it hit the bat. Second infield hit of the night.
Now Wellington Dotel to the plate. He's 2 for 3. Also a steal and 2 runs. And the first pitch to him, he chops it. One big hop to third. Pierre Gloves fires to second ahead of Casilla's slide, and the inning's over. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. And this one will go to the 8th tonight. Revs 6, Road Warriors 3.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Remember rushing to the newspaper in the morning to read all about that Revs game from the night before? Was it? Yeah, that was a long time ago. We barely remember that too. Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local sports, and we're taking care of that news void in your life. Get your York Revolution game articles delivered right to your inbox every morning, courtesy of WOYK. Simply log on to YorkRevolution.com and click to sign up to receive daily game recaps right to your inbox. Keep up to date every day as the York Revolution go for another Atlantic League title. We're your source for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Enoel Polanco, and you're listening to Your Revolution Baseball on the home of the revolution, Sport Radio 1350 WOYK.
Head of the 8th, Grant Sides is on. It is 3-4-5 in the order. And I don't really recall seeing Mason Fletch do this before, even thinking back over the years, but we'll go with Sides, who's been the closer here an inning earlier, facing the more dangerous part of the order, 3-4-5. We'll see if it ends up being a multi-inning effort. Sides last pitched in Game 1 of Saturday's doubleheader at Southern Maryland, got his 4th save.
And he hasn't pitched, you know, that was a quick inning, a 1-2-3 in Southern Maryland, so he really hasn't pitched in that long, considering just through that 1 inning in Southern Maryland. So this could definitely be a 2-inning save opportunity right here.
That was a 6-3 lead as we start the 8th. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Gustavo Pierre, boy, what a choice for K-Man tonight. 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts. Ruiz and Valentin will follow. Sides ready, has his sign from Clark. First pitch of the 8th, and it's a fastball down and away. Grant 1-0 in 11 outings, 4 saves, 12 1/3 scoreless innings, just 8 hits allowed, 1 intentional walk, and 17 strikeouts. Sheer dominance. It's the 1-0, and a swing and a miss. Blew one by him upstairs, and that continues to be one of the areas where they try to attack Pierre. High fastball, he keeps swinging. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sides using his glove like a mask. And he's ready, fires, and it did hit him. Slider, that glanced off the bat.
Really?
Couldn't get the bat out of the way. Slider in, I thought it clipped the jersey or the ribs, and it glanced off the bat inadvertently. It's 1-2.
I thought it hit off like his elbow guard, just nicked it. But
yeah.
I mean, we'll take that. 1-2. See if they can get Pierre the golden sombrero. Be a nice gift for him.
Sides ready to go. The 1-2. Swinging a foul tip. That hit Tyler Clark's face mask and ricocheted off. That sounded nice, didn't it?
Yeah. And for a guy who's I wouldn't say he's taken a beating this year. It's pretty clear when a catcher does take a beating and there's a lot of foul tips. It hasn't been the case that much for Clark back there, but he has caught a ton this past week and a half. But I talked to him before the game. I said, hey, what? I asked him if he was back there again today, and I was like, hey, wouldn't it be nice, maybe stay in the lineup, get a night at DH? He's like, no, I want to be back there. Last year he said he was lucky to get back-to-back games when he was playing for Lancaster, and this is really first opportunity he's had in a while to catch every night. So he's taking it all in, just wants to be back there as much as he can.
Well, Sides has his sign ready. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him upstairs. Revs have struck out the Road Warriors 3-hole hitter for the 4th time tonight. 1 down in the 8th.
There's the sombrero for him. Not a hat you like to wear. Revs fans happy to see him wearing that. Do Revs fans get 4 free orders of mozzarella sticks?
Well, they might like that, but unfortunately they do not. But 1 is a pretty great prize as well. Here's Jose Ruiz, who's 1 for 3. Sides the pitch. Fastball called strike at the top of the zone. You mentioned Clark last year. Was lucky to get 2 days in a row. That's a guy that was a backup catcher last year. Young player. Didn't get a lot of time. There's the 0-1. And it misses down low. And Mace and his staff able to identify talent and bring him in here this year. And he's blossomed. They saw him a little bit, liked what they saw. Loved what they've seen from Sides. Here's the 1-1. And a swing and a foul tip at the plate. Might have taken a little off there. Ruiz trying to kill it. He began this year in the Mexican League with Saltillo. Hit .238 in 20 games. He was there last year, hit .302 with 17 home runs.
Wonder if he played with Melky Mesa for the short stint that Melky was there.
Oh, yeah. Probably. Here's the pitch, and it's a little bit high, 2-2. Ruiz from Cuba, originally signed with Tampa Bay in 2010. In the Rays and Rangers minor league systems. And Southern Maryland and Camden in this league a few years back. Sides the stretch. And the 2-2. Strike 3 called. Fastball in. Punches him out. Ruiz was jumping back, but Sides gets the inside corner. 2 up, 2 down on K's here in the 8th.
A lot of K's in my scorebook tonight. That's a good sign. The Revs pitching staff has been really solid these last 2 nights. Grant Sides looking good in his first outing in a few days.
It's now 10 as a staff tonight. And here's Geraldo Valentin, 2 outs, base is empty. 6-3 lead here in the 8th. Valentin 0 for 2 with a walk and a run. Sides kicks and fires. It is in the dirt. 1-0. Revs yesterday signed Devin Watts, James Pugliese to the bullpen, so a little bit different look out there. Yet to see the 2 new additions, but their time will come. Sides with the 1-0. It's a fastball for a strike. I know Fletch said that Watts' stuff was moving all over the place. That's in a good way. And Pugliese, really good downward tilt on his ball. Slider, changeup were both plus pitches for him. Sides the 1-1, and a slider stayed upstairs. The Revs releasing Tyler Cravey yesterday, so a couple of moves coming out of that bullpen. They shade Valentine the opposite direction. Wilson near the line at third base. Here's the 2-1, and that's up high. Bounced out of Clark's glove, 3-1. Revs back at it tomorrow night, 6:30. It'll be Pat McCoy against Brandon Vargas. Thursday, the series finale, Joe Van Meter against Felix Baez. Then the Skeeters come in. 3-1. Swing and a miss. He chased ball 4. Valentine going upstairs. Clipped Clark on the backswing by accident. He made sure that the Revs catcher was all right. And a full count. Side's a chance to strike out the side here in the 8th inning. And he's ready to go. Sets the hands. Kicks the leg. Pitch is fouled back. Little late, but got bat on it and sends it up over the roof.
It's a good pitch in on the hands right there. And pitch that Sides has had success with. It sets him up for the opportunity to even go back inside or more likely set up away.
Valentine had a 9-game hitting streak going till a couple of days ago. Sides will try it again. The payoff pitch down and away, and it's a walk. So a 2-out base runner. Just past 9 o'clock. We'll pause for station identification.
First in York, first in sports. Your only local sports station. The new Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, York, Pennsylvania.
Revs a 6-3 lead here in the top of the 8th. Darrell Henry along with Michael Mark Antonini. Beautiful night at People's Bank Park. Tying run is now on deck. Sides will face Jorge Fernandez, who's 2 for 3 with a 2-run homer. Runner at first, 2 outs. The pitch, it is foul tipped back to the net. Strike 1. Fastball at 91. Sides striking out the first 2 this inning, then a walk. But nothing put in play just yet here in the 8th. Fernandez, rather, out of Puerto Rico, only 24 years old. He was a 7th-round pick of the Twins in 2012. He was just 18 years old. It's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Slider breaking in on him. It's a fairly high round for the draft. 7th round taken out of the International Baseball Academy in Puerto Rico. Made it as high as single A. He was in the Can-Am League last year. Burgess holds Valentine at first. The stretch from Sides. The 0-2. Fastball missed inside at 92. A little flinch back. Good spot, though. Sides still with a lot of options here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he's ready. The stretch. And the pitch. Swinging a high fly to left. Otel has it read. Waits on it. Hardly has to move. And the catch is made. Scoreless top of the 8th inning for Grant Sides. No runs, no hits. 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Revs lead the Road Warriors tonight 6-3.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
What's the simplest, easiest, freest way to get in shape? Walking. That natural walking motion is great for almost every body, but not every shoe is great for walking.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet sports shoes carries the shoes designed to function best, whether you're out for an invigorating stroll or you're humming along at a serious fitness pace. Walking and fitness shoes that'll do the trick, including a variety of widths and hard-to-find sizes. Walk with name brands like New Balance, Saucony, Brooks, and Accelera. For intense fitness workouts, try shoes from Asics, New Balance, Rika, Saucony, and 361. Flying Feet's selection is great, and the service is even better. With personal attention many stores are lacking. Some stores sell shoes, Flying Feet fits them. So take life in stride and do it in style with comfortable walking shoes and fitness shoes from the sportswear specialty store without specialty prices. Flying Feet sports shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
This is Hall of Famer Jim Palmer. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Revs a 6-3 lead. Left-hander Christian Flecha is on. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Mitchell, Wilson, Burgess. A couple lefties for Flecha to face. A little bit lower angle from him. He'll flip some slow breaking balls up there. And Mitchell digs in. First pitch of the inning is a fastball up and away, missing at 85. About a 3/4 angle. High leg kick, so a little deception. And the 1-0. Swinging a high chop at third and over the leap of Pierre. Mitchell's got a hit. As he rounds first, Ruiz toward the line in left to glove and fire it in. And Mitchell with the Revs' 10th hit tonight. A high chop over third. Hit sharply, though, and he's got the hit to show for it.
Good placement right there from Jared. He went opposite field with that fly out earlier in the game, so it's good to see him using that side of the diamond. And against the lefties, that's what you're going to have to do. The pitches are most likely going to break away from you. He took that pitch there and just went with it.
They're the leadoff man on. Revs look for insurance, and there is no bullpen activity. It looks like Sides will try to go both innings. So even if they score, it would be a save situation for Sides. Pitch to Wilson is outside. Some dirt flying off the glove of Rivera, who pounds the glove off his leg after that pitch. Big night for Zach Wilson. 2 for 3, 2 doubles, 2 driven in. 1-0. It is outside. He starts. Appeal to first. He stopped in time. And Wilson now 6 RBIs his last 3 games. 5 for 10 the last 3. He's got 5 driven in this series in 2 nights. And a move to first. Mitchell back standing up. 6-3 the lead. Road Warriors in the 9th inning will have 7, 8, 9 due up. Flecha with the 2-0. And it misses high and away. All in Wilson's favor here. Sides is going an inning and 2/3 once this year. Hasn't gone 6 outs just yet. Here's the 3-0. And it misses outside. 4-pitch walk to Wilson. And the Revs threaten right away to perhaps put this game away. Wilson on base for the 3rd time. Michael Burgess up next.
It's been a steady lead tonight for the Revs. They haven't trailed in the game, but like you said, they could put it away here. They haven't been able to do that just yet. The Road Warriors have hung around, but the Revs pitching staff has still done a good job of keeping it where it is and keeping the Revs ahead.
Road Warriors now with right-hander Jose Ortega loosening. And Burgess Sr. will dig in. He's 2 for 3. RBI single in the first, solo home run in the sixth. Left on left, and Flecha with the pitch. Breaking ball up and in. Plop that one up there at 70 on the gun. Spinning it, but missing inside. And the Revs will now get some bullpen activity. If they extend this lead, they won't extend sides. Pitch is down low, appeal towards short. Brian DeBrouwer says no swing from Burgess. 2 balls and no strikes. And Flecha backing himself into a corner here. He's missed with 6 straight. Now ready. And the 2-0 pitch, swinging, and Burgess comes up empty. He saw it up and pulled the trigger. Flecha, 23 years old, one of the younger guys. He's from Puerto Rico. 27th round pick of the Royals in 2013. The 2-1. Breaking ball hit high in the air, right field. This will send Fernandez back, but it's only medium deep. He's there, makes the catch. Mitchell tags from second. He'll advance to third. And there's one away. Burgess just got under it, trying to catch a hanger. Trajectory looked good, but just a bit too high. 1 down.
Caught that one a little bit off the end of the bat right there. If that gets barrel, that's 50 feet over the fence probably.
And now with Cuevas and then Clark. Here comes Rafael Montalvo. And he'll call on Ortega, the righty. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. He tries to keep this game as close as he can. Revs threatening to extend the lead. First and third, 1 out. Up 6-3. Here in the bottom of the 8th. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I'm spending that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32 grand. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6 to $8 grand. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. Brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
If you are facing retirement decisions, Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group can develop a customized retirement income plan. As specialists in retirement planning, we will guide you on Social Security benefits, 401k and retirement plan rollovers, pension choices, and distribution options. We can explain employer benefit plans and retirement systems such as PESERS and TIA-CREF. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Local sports on WOYK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, York's great tasting family tradition.
Hi, I'm Joel Embiid of the Philadelphia 76ers. Catch Sixers basketball all season on Sports Radio, 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Right-hander Jose Ortega getting himself set as Jose Cuevas will face him. First and third with 1 out, up 6-3. Here in the bottom of the 8th, Ortega 0-1, 5.29 ERA in 16 outings. 17 innings, 23 hits. Opponents have hit 319. And Cuevas will dig in 0 for 3 tonight. Did fly out deep last time and had a hard ground out in the third. Revs will pinch run Ryan Dent for Zach Wilson. That's a good move with Wilson battling lower body issues. And here's the stretch from Ortega. His first pitch, it is a called strike. 93 down near the knees. Cuevas didn't quite think it was at the knees. Revs have Ricardo Gomez loosening. He was sent down there well after this half inning started. It was the 0-1 and a swing and a miss on a high fastball. So that leads you to believe that perhaps if the score remains a 3-run lead, Sides remains in. Mitchell singled to start the inning. Wilson walked. Dent now pinch running for him. Burgess's fly out advanced Mitchell to third. Cuevas buried 0-2, trying to get Mitchell in. And the pitch. Swing and a high drive, deep left center. Ruiz will just watch it. It's gone. Jose Cuevas, a 3-run shot into the playground in left center. That's how you put a game away. The Revs lead it 9-3. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning, Cuevas with his second long ball of the year.
I told you he was going to do it last night. It didn't happen last night. Everybody else got in on it, it seemed, but he did have 3 hits last night. That swing is really coming around. I mean, leaving a ball up in the zone and not messing around there, smacking one out there. That was a shot.
Deep into the playground entrance area. That was well back. And the Revs with their second long ball tonight. Here's Clark. First one's down and away. 6th in this series. They came in tonight 2 behind Sugarland for the league lead with 40 home runs as a team. And they've hit 2 tonight. That one a 3-run launch. Here's the 1-0. And a fastball taken for a strike. Cuevas with his second, and he continues to produce after that long, unfortunate period of time, we'll call it. Nobody could rob him on that one. Pitch to Clark, a foul tip to the backstop. It is a ball and 2 strikes.
He could just keep doing that every game so he can't get robbed.
Yeah. Well, the move to bring in the righty did not pay off. Cuevas is now driven in 5 in the last 5. 1-2, and a swing and a miss, a slider, and the tag applied by Rivera, 2 down. And he's now 6 for 19 with a double, a homer, 5 driven in his last 5. It had to be frustrating to quote-unquote stay the course, but results coming around for him. Here's Tyson Gillies, 0 for 3 tonight. 9-3 the lead. Revs with 11 hits in the game. And Ortega the pitch, a swing and a pop-up foul. Third base side, that'll get behind the dugout. Is in off the hands. The Revs came into this homestand having batted 190 the previous 8. 208 the previous 11. Just over 2.5 runs per game the last 11. 19-9 these 2 nights. Here's a swing and a pop foul, back out of play again. 94 in on the hands. Gillies just a tick late on it. No balls, 2 strikes. You'd probably assume they'd try to go in there again, but just as soon as you try to cheat on the fastball, that's when they'll throw something else. That's why it's so tough to hit at this level. 0-2. And a swing and a foul back. It was the fastball, and they went up higher at 97. But he spoils it. 9-3 the lead. And that might just give Sides the rest of the night off. Ortega ready. Another 0-2. And it tails down and away and miss. Good eye from Gillies. Tonight, his 5th game played. This is the start of his season. Now he's looking to see pitches, get the timing, get the swings down. And now the 1-2. Down and in, watch the feet. That was in the dirt near the toes, 2-2. The Revs looking for back-to-back wins for the first time since June 5th, 6th, and 7th when they won 3 in a row, 2 at New Britain, and a home game against Long Island. They then lost 4 straight, then alternated wins and losses. The 2-2, and a ground ball pulled right side. Rodriguez to his left cuts it off, and a short toss to first will end the inning. Gillies flying down the line, though. It takes nothing for granted. And the Revs put up 3 more on Jose Cuevas' big swing of the bat. 2nd home run of the year. 3 runs, 2 hits, none left. On to the 9th. It's York 9, the Road Warriors 3.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
When you work with an independent insurance agent, you put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The independent insurance agent system. Discover the power of choice. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Remember when an app was listen only? Oh yeah, that was kind of us, wasn't it? Well, we have a new app. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores and take Sports Radio 1350 on the go like never before. Listen on the go like always, and now get easier access to archived games and programs on demand. Watch WOYK game broadcasts on YouTube and so much more. Search the new WOYK on the Apple and Google Play stores and download today. It's not just an app, it's a lifestyle. Sports Radio 1350. First in York, first in sports.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Ricardo Gomez in. First pitch of the 9th. A swing and a miss. Chris Rivera climbs the ladder with him. 9-3, the Revs lead it. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Gomez, the 299th appearance of his Atlantic League career, 3rd most all time. In the 0-1, and a slider breaks wide. Only Ross Peoples and Ben Grzelowski with more. Next one will be number 300 for the man who turned 40 last week. Milestones just all over the place. The 1-1, and a swing and a miss. Fastball there. Rough outing Sunday at Southern Maryland, and looking to bounce back, put that in the rearview mirror. He was charged with 3 runs in an inning. Gomez has his sign, and the 1-2 fastball that misses up and away. His last 8 outings, 6 innings, 10 runs, 10 hits. His first 7 outings this year, 7 2/3 scoreless and only 2 hits. Now he's ready. 2-2. And a check on a high fastball, rung up. Rivera rung up, and he can't believe it. He jaws at the first base ump. Bill Worthington flailing his bat as he holds it while making his statement, kind of talking with his hands toward the first base umpire. One down in the ninth.
Well, he's got a legitimate point there. I don't think there's any way he went around. I mean, our view from up here, pretty clear that the barrel was still kind of behind him.
Well, one down for Gomez. Here's Edwin Gomez. And the pitch, fastball up and in. 91 on that one as the hitter Edwin has to yank the arms up. He's 1 for 3, singled and scored in the 7th. Mitch Atkins in line for a 3rd straight win. Here's the 1-0 and a foul tip into the backstop. Carson an inning and 2/3, 1 run allowed in relief. Sides a scoreless 8th inning. And now Gomez looking to put the finishing touches on it. Looks in, has his sign. And the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Backdoor slider, late bite to it. Revs baseball brought to you by Wolf's Bus Lines, the official transportation provider of the team. 1-2. Gomez the set. Kicks, fires. Got him. Swing and a miss. A slider breaking down and in. And back-to-back strikeouts for Gomez. Here to begin the 9th. The Revs an out away.
That's great to see Ricardo come out of the bullpen there in a situation where there's not a lot of pressure on him and just trying to work things out, get that slider going, biting down and nasty right there. Great pitch.
Revs now with 12 strikeouts as a staff tonight. Here is Matt Hibbert. And Gomez the pitch. Fastball strike. Outside corner. 0-1. It's their most strikeouts in a game since May 26th, when Ross Detweiler struck out 11 and the team struck out 15 against the Road Warriors. Gomez the 0-1. It is just outside. Hibbert came in for Anthony Ray in the 6th inning in center. Ray trying to make an incredible play on Burgess's home run, ran into the LED board. 1-1 pitch. It is a called strike, outside corner, and Gomez and the Revs a strike away. Ricardo might go for it here, trying to strike out the side. He grabs the rosin bag.
And again, that's probably not a strike right there, but Gomez gets the call. Maybe the veteran getting a call.
Here's the pause on the leg lift. 1-2, and got him. Swing and a miss. He got him on the slider. Ricardo Gomez back in form tonight. Strikes out the side in order in the top of the 9th inning, and the Revs have won back-to-back games in emphatic fashion to begin this homestand tonight. A 9-3 victory as they file out into victory formation in the infield. Another big night for the offense. And Mitch Atkins, his 3rd straight win. Revs scored early for him. And another solid performance in his 5 1/3. The relievers follow and close it out. And a combined 13 strikeouts for the staff in the win tonight. Gomez strikes out the side to end it. Back-to-back wins. Revs go to 24 and 23. And after winning 19-3 last night, they settle for a 9-3 win here tonight. 1-2-3 9th for Gomez in appearance number 299 of his Atlantic League career.